Hello, everybody! I'm gonna actually go to the page and then do it so that the edit can look better. Hi, everybody! Welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream. We have 4 groups of 4-player characters. There are 8 players with 2 characters each spread across these 4 groups. Tonight we'll be playing with Adventuring Group A, but before we begin, there's a little something that I have written that I'm going to read. It's not useful, it's not helpful, but it is something that, because of the timing of this game, is just something I thought to do. Today, charges were announced after the murder of Breonna Taylor. This happened months ago, and it's not a surprise to anyone that her murderers are not meeting justice. The city of Louisville is a city with a very racist past and a very segregated present. For anything to be done, a lot is going to need to be... A lot of action is going to need to be taken, and it will need to be sustained. In order for anything to improve in the world, drastic things are going to have to happen. And I hope that if you are enjoying live stream of D&D at any point, you consider the fact that there aren't really great people. There are just a lot of good people when anything good happens. Okay, that was useless. That was pointless to say. Welcome to the Sunken World Saga. Probably gonna edit that out. Hey, this is the A-Team. Let us introduce ourselves. Doing it in the order of the thumbnail. First up, we have Ash.
Hey, everybody. My name is Ian Donovan Highland. I play Ash, the halfling warlock, whose patron is a baby phoenix named Spark.
And after Ash, we have Arden.
Hi, I'm Logan Back. I play the half-elf rogue Arden, who just has a sword, and that's his whole deal.
Mm-hmm. After Arden, there is Aster.
Hi, I am Connor Tolles, and I play Aster Snowborn. He is the weird and quirky Circle of Dreams druid.
And finally, we have Adira.
Hi, I'm Emmy Cashman. I play Adira, our wonderful cleric paladin of Crescentrianism, which I pronounced right. And also, I have created all of the artwork for the player character icons.
Yes, she has. Thank you very much, hon. So the A-Team is currently in the underlevel of the Temple of Kastarash, the god of death within the Hallandor Empire. They were hired to intervene because the city guard refuses to work, refusing to met out justice in the face of threat to capital, while the local order of knights were forbidden by their ancient oath to not cause violence on or in holy ground. They managed to reach the bottom of the temple and capture the leader of the group that was attacking it, while someone they believed to be their ally ended up betraying them and taking something only called the Chalice, which apparently has the power to permanently kill gods. We now return to Dungeons & Dragons. So you all spend another about 5 minutes just standing perfectly still as your frenemy walks away, and all of these priests watch as he leaves, fear in their eyes. And we're in Dungeons and Dragons time, when after those 5 minutes, you all feel yourself able to move.
We were able to look, right, but not move our eyes anywhere.
You could, it was like you were frozen in a cartoon. You could move your eyes.
So we can dart our eyes around.
Yeah.
I think I'm just looking angrily at Adira.
Yeah, that seems about right. Adira is just standing in place. She's looking, I think, between her boys, Aster, Ash, and Arden.
Sure. So 6 minutes pass, and you all are now able to move.
Aster just drops his hand and hangs his head and like turns around.
I lower my hand, which was raised to throw the shadow blade into Aster's back, which has since disappeared. And Ash physically starts to smoke. Like his back and his head just is releasing steam right now. What part of summoning a super powerful chalice to this plane of existence? Why don't you guys listen to me? This was so clearly a bad idea, and clearly was a bad idea.
Yeah, Adira's not looking at Aster anymore. I think she's just completely staring out the door.
Pardon.
Oh, you can move now.
He would have killed us if we had tried to stop him.
Who is he?
He is, we believe, who he said he was. A priest of Deor. God of the sky and the god of the underworld are not friends, not allies. But he came in good faith and we believed him. Foolish of us. But it is not good that he took it, but it is good that it is not in the hands of those who came for it first.
Where
What's
is
what's
temple?
They have only a small temple here in the city. I doubt he will go there. Their largest temple is in Seldemus. Dior is the chief of our pantheon.
Why didn't... I know why I couldn't stop him. Why didn't you stop him?
He would have killed us. There are few...
Don't you worship the guard of death?
Yes, but our work is in the world of the living. There are few who remember Kastarash's words and his teachings. A battle can be fought if there are still soldiers, but if all of them die when they have no weapons facing down a knight in full armor, the war ends. You
But
still...
there was only one of him and a lot of you.
If you had warned us, it would have been... I can't count when I'm mad. There would have been a lot of us versus him.
We did not know that he intended to do this. He had waited 3 days in the temple before the servants of Naya came.
Was he in league with them?
I do not think so.
He used us. He knew what he wanted. They came here for it as well. And when we started helping, clearing them out.
Isn't there like that? Who's that group that was outside that was supposed to protect against this sort of thing. Maybe we can tell them and they can rally people to find this guy before he gets away.
Blue lions or something?
The Order of the Lion's Hope. They are well-intentioned fools. I am sure that you do not see our perspective of this, but it is a good thing that Naya does not hold the chalice. The entire world would be thrown to ruin. Now, the world certainly risks getting worse, but what the priests of Dior, or rather one sect of them, will do is not nearly as bad as the death of all of the gods.
Adira's gonna head out of the room. She moves past Ash and just walks out of the room.
You said there was a horn in that other room. Would it be helpful to getting that back?
It would certainly be helpful to a point. Your prisoner groans just a bit. Still unconscious, but...
I'm going to look over to probably Ash and just be like, help me tie her up, will you?
Yeah.
Just take out some rope and try and do like a basic tie up, get a gag in so she can't cast any spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you tie her up.
Aster's gonna go after Adira because he doesn't want her to be alone.
What should we do with her? Hand her over to the lions or whatever?
Yeah, maybe there's a bounty on her or something. They'll probably know better what to do with her than we will. Let's go get that horn and try to fix this mess we made.
Yeah.
I'll grab her feet.
I'm gonna grab the other half, and she's just like really tilted.
Really tilted. Like,
Can everybody speak up just a little bit?
Okay.
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, everybody sounds good. It's just everybody's a little bit quiet.
Okay. Is this better at all?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool.
So you all walk out. You're in this room.
Yeah, Adira's facing the wall, so like right here. And she's just sort of like, the thinker. She has like she's like holding her chin thinking.
Aster's wouldn't have said anything when he got out there. He would have just... Actually, probably wouldn't even walked up to her. He probably just stood by the door. He's not looking at any of you guys.
I think Ash just walks past Aster without even acknowledging him.
Okay. You walk past him. Arden, do you continue to follow him with the prisoner?
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you walk through the room. And
Was there a door in this in the ceremony room that led over this way?
I don't know where you mean.
We know where the...
You know that the horn is through the asp chamber.
Yeah. Was there like a door leading from here to the Asp's chamber?
There was not.
There's not. Okay. I'm gonna poke my head back in. I'm gonna say, "Can you guys grab it?"
Certainly. And he walks past you. You all see him hurry through and enter the Asp chamber. He returns with the horn.
I'm sorry. I thought it. WAP chamber?
Asp chamber.
I think he was saying ass chamber.
No, I know. I just. Sorry.
Just wanted to hear him say it again.
And then he returns to his room to clean up the mess, since you all have no more questions for him.
There were, like, people in there with valuable stuff, I think, right?
I mean, you got the person who's probably the most valuable. You could maybe pick up a few, like, stray weapons, but...
Okay, cool.
And you got this horn.
I'm gonna
Nice.
say, Adira, you coming?
Yeah, sorry.
I'll pick up the horn just so that it doesn't... Just
Sure.
so that we know where it is.
Well, that's why I was walking in there, so I was gonna pick it up because I figured you guys had your hands full.
We don't want it to get scuffed on the floor. It needs to look immaculate.
Well, of course not. And you all leave through this entire long temple.
So just for clarification, Ash has who are we saying has the horn? Was Ash
I-
pick it up?
I think I like the idea that Aster went to go pick it up, and Ash just, like, seeing him go to grab it, takes it and pockets it before Aster can grab it.
Very moodily.
Very moodily.
Yep. It fit. Aster just hangs his head a little bit. But doesn't say anything.
Okay. And you all exit through the entire temple, carrying your prisoner and the horn with you. I'm not going to bring the horn token, but you all walk through these front doors, and you see the lions all there, spells and weapons ready. They seem shocked that... I mean, you can see there are a few of the priests of Kastarash that you freed who fled. They are all standing around, sort of certainly safe, but they weren't expecting to see you all return. And then one of the lions begins to sort of cautiously approach, but you watch as Fontaine instead sprints up the stairs.
Hello! We're not dead!
Hello, you're not dead!
Fontaine,
Yes.
did you see a cleric of Dior leave here, through the front?
No. Only these Kastarash fellows have left, and they're all still here.
What about the sword guy, the moody one? Did he leave through here, or did they go through the sewer?
I don't recall. And then he looks at Arden and says, I don't know what you mean.
Adira's. You said some of the Kastarash priests were outside?
Yeah, I'll return them to the... I'll put a few of them on the map. There were like 5, but I'm only going to put 2.
They represent groups, I get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Adira.
happy to see that you're all okay. Yes, Adira.
Oh, if you wanted to continue that conversation, you may. Sorry.
No, I was just having him have like a little button as the proverbial camera
Okay.
shifts.
Yeah, Adira walks up to the priest of Kastarash. Where does the sewer let out?
I believe near the old quarry.
Which is?
Eastern part of the city. Long walk.
Are horses allowed on the city streets?
Discouraged. Allowed, but won't make many friends among the Legionnaires.
How long might it take to get from your sewer system to where it lets out?
3 hours.
Okay. And the deer walks back up to her group. Probably let through the sewers. The three said that it lets out east. It would take about 3 hours to walk there, or perhaps go through the sewers to get there. We probably have the upper hand on him. If it takes 3 hours through the sewer and you have to go through the water and all that map, we should get going now.
Fontaine, can you get these Lions blue guys to go and guard the exit towards the sewer?
I could do that. I have a bit of pool with them.
They stole a cup that's supposed to be able to kill a god.
Oh, no.
Not the Naya people, this like other dude who worships the sky or something.
Doer.
That guy. He stole this cup.
Oh, dearie me.
Probably important that somebody goes and checks in on that as quickly as possible.
But of course. Right away.
If he offers you a pomegranate, do not eat it. It's laced with magic.
Oh, I hate pomegranates.
I didn't even know how to really eat it, but I tried my best. And...
Oh, Mama used to give them to me every day, and I would say, I hate these.
Anyway, don't eat it.
I won't. I hate them. I wouldn't even eat them if they were given to me by my mother.
And Ash goes and like grabs her feet again and just starts dragging her over to Fontaine. This one was with Naya, with the Naya people. She could like move stones and stuff with her mind.
Friends of mine dealt with someone similar.
Figured you might want to question her or something, so we brought her back to you alive.
Oh, well, I won't, but I believe Commander Norik will. Why don't you all come with me? Would you be all right to carry her? I'm sure that you all don't have any business with the lions, but these lions will need to clean up a bit, and then a few of them will need to go and guard the sewer, so if you didn't mind just helping me carry her? Is that all right?
Yeah. And Ash looks around at to Adira and Arden.
Yeah, Adira nods.
I can help.
And she grabs one arm.
Ash grabs the legs.
I have the other arm.
Aster is going to crawl under the body,
propping up the head,
then
just like
wild shape into a bear, so that it's just like laying across his back.
Oh God, Marcus! Oh no, sorry. Hello, bear. I'm going to go and speak to the lions. I'm sorry, that shocks me every time. And he jogs over to this guy, speaks to him. Then you watch as he jogs down to the head of the Cobblers Guild, speaks to him, and he returns with a sack of coin. Well, I've secured the rest of your payment. It's 300 gold, split between the four of you.
This is out of character. I thought it was 800 total.
Did you not get paid beforehand? I thought that you got paid beforehand. It's 800 gold, split between the four of you.
Okay, so it's 400 gold. Alright. Oh my gosh, I cannot math.
200.
200.
200. Yeah, I'm gonna become an accountant.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's my profession. Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Thanks.
Make that money.
Well,
While doing people's taxes.
shall we sally forth to the Temple of Tityr?
Titter?
No, sorry. Tied here. In fact, I will abandon you now and call the gods on your bear if you pronounce it that way again.
Okay, also, I would like to say that earlier I said it was the WAP chamber. The WAP?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's I heard you.
I did not
Good.
hear you.
I did not hear that either.
Because it kept sounding like ass, and then that's what I immediately thought of. But it's everywhere right now.
Yes,
So-
you go to the wet ass chamber.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes you all through a part of town that you think, oh, this seems kind of out of place. It seems like a smaller city within this city. And as you're going, Fontaine describes, and people are giving your bear a very wide berth, but he explains that this is Little Lambasa. A lot of mercenaries from what is now Agjum came and lived in Lysere as they fought in some like auxiliary units within the Legion, and essentially just brought a little part of home with them, and then that expanded, and now it's like a good 5 city blocks. Little Lambasa. I have a map for it, but I don't know if any of you are interested in it.
Are we going to get to big trouble in the Limbasa?
That would be a great little mini adventure. But you can see ahead of you another of these like single story, what with some excessive decoration up top, temples. Just a sort of long and wide. It's like a shotgun temple. Like it's only like 3 buildings wide, which is small for a temple, and then it seems to go back quite a ways. And you can see that there is a courtyard. And as you enter it, you see that it is, and there's going to be some tokens on this. I'm going to tell you guys right now. There's going to be some tokens when I switch you to this map. Those tokens aren't there. Please be respectful
Okay.
of the fact that I don't have as much free time as I did a week ago.
Okay.
About a week ago.
All right, actually, I'm just deleting them. So there we go.
Oh, who are they?
It was 2 of you in another life.
Yay!
And you enter this courtyard. It seems to be something of like a community garden.
It would be nice if they had some statues here.
They have some lions over there.
They do have a pair of lion statues.
I know, but I mean more like other kinds of statues, you know?
Sure.
Oh, hey, as a bear, I'm not bloodied anymore.
No, you are not.
Yay!
Hey, Ash, I'm just gonna move your token right back,
Okay.
and now you can go back. Sorry. Just for copying purposes. Okay, but you are in this garden, and you can see that there are 2 guards standing outside. One of them a Goliath, the other a dwarf. Both of them have the familiar lion's head pauldron, each of them wearing it on their shoulder, as pauldrons are meant to be worn. Well, they're made to be worn. I'm not trying to cast aspersions on anyone.
By the way, I'm a brown bear, but
White.
as true, yep, I'm albino.
Yeah.
I think we assume at this point that you're always blue tipped and white.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. But you are in this courtyard, and he says, "All right. If we continue, we will eventually find. I'm going to ask them to help me carry her inside. So, thank you all for the trouble. It was a pleasure meeting you. I wish that I would, have a bit more time to speak to you. You seem to be very interesting folk, but unfortunately, only those with official business or who are planning to become blue lions are planning to become orders. Let me start over. Only those with official business with Commander Norik, or those who plan to become
lions themselves are permitted inside. And believe you me, it is very difficult to get in, unless you have someone vouching for you.
Adira is going. Can Adira walk up?
Yeah.
Okay, Adira's not going to listen to Fontaine's little speech. She's just going to walk up to the guards.
As she's doing that, I think Ash nudges Arden and gestures to the stone lady and is like, let's rifle through her pockets.
Yeah, of course.
Before she goes.
Absolutely.
All right, Arden investigation check with Ash doing the pocket point for advantage.
Do the pocket point.
The hippest dance
Damn.
of 2013.
Nice.
Yeah, you find, while inspecting the body of Catherine Lestrade, Lestrade is how it's pronounced. You find, what do you find? Let me go to her body. You find.
I've been watching too much Drag Race because when you said Katarina, I was like, Petrovna, Zololochikova.
You find she's wearing a sort of charm bracelet around her ankle. She's got a little ankle bracelet. An anklet. And you find 13 gold.
Nice.
And, I mean, she has her rapier. It's a pretty nice rapier. You have a pretty nice rapier, though.
I'm going to take the rapier.
All right. Ash
I'm
takes
gonna take the other stuff.
All right. You take the charm bracelet, the anklet, and that's what it's called, right, hon?
Yes.
That's what you said? Okay. And the 13 gold. I am getting an echo. Adira,
Ship Inklet.
as
Does
you
it say
approach
BFFs forever?
this fellow. Hey, Aaron, if you don't mind putting in the chat if everybody is audible. And I am getting an echo, so if everybody can make sure that they have headphones in. The dwarf guard sort of raises his hand to you, Adira, and I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that echo will be in the audio. So if
I think it's Connor's audio.
I have headphones
Yeah.
in.
I'll mute myself.
I heard it there for a second too.
okay, I can still hear it. It's a little
I'll
delayed.
mute myself.
Does everybody have the stream muted? Okay, now I can't hear it. So Connor, I think it might be you.
Yeah.
Would you mind coming back in and then leaving the call and then joining back in?
Is that? I just unplugged my microphone and then plugged it back in. Is that better?
Let's see.
Nope.
No, I'm so good. If you don't mind just leaving the call and then joining back in.
Yeah, he just left. I think he'll pop back in soon.
Okay, sorry everybody.
Adira is simply going to stand in front of them and say, I saw the last fire giants be killed. The end of the world is coming. Can you get your superior?
And he looks up at the Goliath. Sounds good now, Connor. He looks up at the Goliath and then he goes, "Let me go get Commander Norik." And you watch as he speeds into the temple. Meanwhile, the fellas are bringing Katarine over.
On the way over, I do want to like write a note to Katarine. Just like, listen, if you're going to try to flirt, don't try and kill us first. That was your first mistake. And then I'm just going to tuck it into like a pocket.
Puts a little bit of lipstick on and kisses it.
Yeah, Arden absolutely wears lipstick.
You're the gloss guy.
Yeah, it's like a thin, almost like nude.
Mm.
Real sheer, so it looks
Yeah,
real natural.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Signs it like very beautifully. Pulls out like an official stamp, seals it.
The dwarf is back. Oh, Mr. Fontaine. Pleasure to see you, sir. The commander will allow you to enter. Seems like you mean business. So, he said if you're here to kill him, it'll be pretty hard to kill him with all of our forces around us.
I pointed at Dira and I'm like, we're not really in killing shape right now. Can we just...
Yeah, that's certainly the case. And this prisoner that you got with you, she wouldn't happen to be... Was she, Fontaine, was she at the temple? Yes, she was at the temple. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Captain will want to talk to her, so if you want to take her right inside.
As we walk by, can I, lick one of their faces?
You could probably reach the dwarf, but he would pin himself to the statue to get away from you. It's a moderately long walk through this little temple. You find that folk are seemingly, there's kind of like a somber atmosphere. You overhear people talking about those upstarts, that lifer and those 3 old men. They're at some fancy ball party, and I got guard duty. But you all eventually, Fontaine takes you through, and he says, this is the room, and he knocks on the door. Yeah. Hello. Come in. And he says, right this way. And Fontaine opens the door, and you all find yourselves across a small desk in a extremely Spartan room. Spartan in the sense that there is no real decoration, not in the sense that it is...
minimalist.
Yeah, minimalist, not like a city-state from the Iberian Peninsula. Peninsula, that's Spain. What?
Were you looking for the word sparse?
I mean, Spartan is like when you sparsely decorate and it's masculine. I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff for being so bad at geography. Okay, but you all walk in, and there is a semi-armored man, but somewhat in business kind of wear, fantasy business wear. So, like a thin
plain metal tie,
dress shirt. No, not like a businessman, but like
like a collared shirt.
A long robe, but it's thinner, so that it's kind of like a shirt. You know what I mean. You all know.
Summary.
And he does have the lion's head pauldron. He has a extremely thick, sort of almost black, but somewhat red beard. And then he clearly shaves his head, and he looks up at you all in the middle of writing something, and you see that he has these very piercing blue eyes, a similar color to Fontaine's, but not as... his are more convey a sense of danger, whereas Fontaine's contain a sense of, debauchery.
Sexual prowess? Oh.
Sexual prowess and debauchery, yeah.
I'm sorry. What color was Fontaine's hair?
Fontaine's hair is a dark brown.
Okay. Adira's gonna look at the guy and then look at Fontaine.
I mean, you can definitely tell, and Ash, just as you could clock when you met Fontaine, you can tell that he is from one of the Gold Isles as well.
Oh, isn't Norik a dwarf?
No, Norik is a human.
Oh. Whoops.
It's just the fact that he's got a beard, and you all have met so few people with beards.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you've met so few good people with beards. But he looks up and he sees Fontaine, and he goes, "Oh, you're back. Are these, Oh, hello, Norik." And he stands up and sort of waits for any of you to approach him if you want to shake hands. So
Adira does. She has blood on her hands.
He shakes it and doesn't seem to notice. Or if he notices, it doesn't bother him.
Ash would go up and shake his hand, and as he does, say a greeting phrase unique to the Golden Island.
Yeah, and
I don't want to say "top of the morning" to you though, because that just seems offensive.
You could just say "Oi, aye." That would work. And he would kind of give you a small smile and say it back. "Oi, aye."
Oi, aye.
And the rest of you can also approach if you choose to.
I would
but-
shake his hand and then get a little bit of blood on my hand from Adira's shaking, and then I would just like kind of grimace and rub it on her sleeve.
Yeah, Deary doesn't notice.
And he says, "So I see, Fontaine, that you've brought 3 adventurers, it seems, a bear and a prisoner."
That's a
I'm
form
gonna
of
walk
adventurer.
up and lick his face.
He does not let you lick his face. He puts his hand underneath your chin, kind of like holding back the head of my dog, Bronx, who just barked, and just holds your head away. And with all of your bear strength, you can see, like, I can try to push through and lick him. It's going to be real hard with how strong this dude is.
He doesn't have it right now, so he'll just let it happen.
Okay, you don't fight it, and he holds you away, and you just lick into the air.
That's our friend, Aster. He's
Right.
a druid.
And, this is a prisoner? This woman?
I'm gonna. Can I like bow my head down and she can just like roll off my body onto the ground?
Yeah, when she starts to fall, he grabs her. And just you watch as he lifts her with one arm and takes her over here, and he just sort of like slides her into the chair. Fontaine? Yes, she's a prisoner. Aster
Should
goes over
sit in
and
the corner, like I'm gonna sit on my bare butt.
yeah.
And
Ash from your little Bjorn spark goes "Ah!" and flutters out and hops down and just walks over to Aster and sort of curls up next to him.
Ash looks back at Spark and
whispers
decides not
traitor.
to. No, he decides not to call Spark back.
Yes, she's a prisoner. These are the adventurers that were hired to, these were the adventurers that I was able to hire to secure the Temple of Kastarash. They performed admirably. I think you'll find that they're a good lot. Solid folk. Real salt of the earth, that one. And he points at Ash. The others, bit more like me. So, pepper of the earth. And Norik kind of looks back at him. And you, Adira, you're the closest to the two of them. Make an insight check. Wow.
I don't know I had advantage on, but that was my first roll anyway.
You see there is a fondness to Norik, or there is a fondness from Norik to Fontaine that definitely gives the impression that he has known Fontaine for Fontaine's whole life.
Okay.
Like, family friend, they have some level of a relationship where Norik has been, like, acquainted with this fella since he was a little boy.
Okay. She realizes that Norik is like his father figure. Gotcha. Okay, so what happened in the temple? We helped and killed majority of the people except this one. We met a man who was a sword fighter who really wanted to fight Arden, and she points to Arden as she says that. He was just there to rescue a prince's son. He did so, he immediately left. His name was after an animal, do not remember it. We met a man who is a follower of Dior, and he helped us at the time. He fed us a pomegranate each, and we thought we could trust him. He was healing us. He was very kind. But then at the very end, when the followers of Kastarash were summoning the chalice that the followers of Naya, who we had killed, or in her case, bound, when they were summoning the chalice, we helped them complete the summoning, and then he was able to stop time on the 4 of us and steal the chalice, and he has left, and I assume he's at the sewers, and Fontaine had told some of your men, the Blue Lions, to go to the end of the sewer at the eastern part of towns. We also know that the world is ending.
Right. You're very knowledgeable on that front, it seems. From personal experience, by the sound of it.
Well, we saw the last fire giant die.
Yeah. Did you lead with that to get hired by Fontaine here?
No.
I
That's
think
good.
this is the first he's hearing of it.
Oh, it is. I wouldn't have believed them had they said it, but not out of, lack of faith in their ability. Simply, I have never seen a giant. I don't know if that just means a very tall Goliath. I mean, I've heard the stories, but I'm just saying, who's...
Oh, no, he was large. He was quite big.
So think of me, but like Ash is like counting on his fingers, like
Think of Ash, but 300 feet tall.
yeah. More like that.
Right.
Like with the same fire stuff, but
Right.
like tall.
I can tell you that is terrifying. I am not lying to you when I say that I will have a nightmare of that thought in my head when I drift off to sleep. Well,
Probably fair, but he was really nice. He was just dying when we met him.
so, Priestess Dior. Can't say I'm surprised. What did he make off with?
A chalice that can kill gods.
Right.
Ash
Okay.
points dramatically at Arden.
Huh.
So, probably quite dangerous.
Adira's gonna lean back and pointedly say at Ash, talking behind Aster, I know it was a bad idea now, okay?
I know. I'm just frustrated. We should talk about this later.
Right. Well, that sounds very familiar. We've been looking into it because there's not really much that we can do, them being religious folk. But it sounds like he's a member of the Ever-Setting Sun. It's a sect of Dior worship that was outlawed a few hundred years ago. And according to Hallandor law, any gods not approved by the House of the Emperor are false and illegal. Worship of them is banned and punishable by a lot of awful crimes.
Adira's just gonna sigh.
The Ever-Setting Sun believe that there are other gods, but that they're all competing. And I believe that they're trying to kill any gods that might infringe on Dior's territory. There has been a number of attacks by Hallandor missionaries against followers of Lotus and Docero, followers of the Skyfather and the Digistrian Steppe, and in Unkol against followers of Idanyu. And then, even those who aren't in that particular sect, followers of Dior, hate the Light Father from Dal Royoth. Not really sure on that one. But if they've
When
got...
he says Dal Ryoth, Aster goes, oh, in the corner.
I'm inclined to agree with your bear friend. It's not good that they have that. I'll be honest, I appreciate you all entering the Temple of Kastarash. That is extremely helpful. My order, because of our nature, we are prohibited from attacking anyone on consecrated ground.
Look, if you need us to go after the Dior guy.
Yeah, you're perceptive. And he walks over to his desk and opens up a drawer and takes out a big sack of coin and sets it on the table. That's 20 platinum.
What?
20 platinum.
Platinum is 200 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
I can get more if you don't mind spending 1 or 2 days in the city.
Yeah, I think we can make that work, right? Do we have places to stay? Is there like an inn nearby?
Yeah. There's always an inn. Did you all have any questions for her? Because I'm getting tiringly used to interrogating unconscious women brought to this office by groups of 4.
Yeah, I have one question.
All right. Fontaine, lock the door. Of course. And he walks over and locks it, and he says, all right, your all's question first. And he sort of unties her and then ties her to the chair, and then he just, like, taps her against the back of her head with just a finger, and you watch as her eyes open.
Yeah, my question to you is, how do we stop the end of the world?
And you're talking to her that time?
No, talking to him.
Oh. Well, I jumped the crossbow there. That's a complicated question. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on.
Which one?
There's a few of those going on.
Wait.
There's the new storm. I mean, it's ended. So we are technically in the end time of Yornish belief. Few of our friends in Yorn have confirmed that it happened. Last of the giants died. That's why I believed you when you appeared. That means that Stormfather's gone. The Eternal Dragon is returning to eat the world. At the same time, these folk, he points at her, have apparently brought back Naya, an old god. You seem somewhat aware of that. She's threatening to at least end the world as we know it. Throw us back into a old, dark, light age. And then there's the one that my folk are dealing with. There's a certain wizard trying to bring about a change early. I won't go into that, it'll only worry you. But I have a feeling, and he makes eye contact with you, Adira, that you've heard about an old lion-head god.
It sounds familiar.
You recall that's in the thing the magistrate gave you.
Oh, yes.
I'll tell you the truth. We don't have a way of identifying who that person supposedly is. So, for now, if you want to stop the new storm from ending the world, I would suggest you make your way to Yorn after you deal with our friend in Seldamus. Get the chalice back. Because it sounds like the Night Wolf is on his way back to Earth. I'll try to open up a line of communication if I can figure out who has a lion's heart inside of him.
What? Ash just has no idea what that last sentence was.
Yeah, I think Ash was in the bathroom when that particular point got brought up.
Okay, so we've talked to people who are part of this group in Hallandor, the Fangs of the Jackal.
And when you say fangs, you just watch as with lightning speed he rams the back of his hand into the back of her head and she goes limp.
What is going on now?
Continue.
Okay,
Ash
So-
slowly starts to position himself between Norik and Adira.
Asher also would have gotten up and walked over.
You're talking about things that are very sensitive in front of someone who I admittedly woke up a little early. So I was letting her
Okay.
go back to sleep.
I did not know that they were. Okay, I kind of did know that they were his brother. Okay, it's a whole thing. They talked about somebody who soulbound is a jackal. Is that what you're referring to by Heart of a Lion?
No.
This. Okay. that
I'm
makes
aware of the prophecy. There's a belief in that particular secret group that I don't believe exists, based on a prophecy that was told of near the beginning of the Empire. When rise does the red jackal, so fall does the house of the dove. It's been interpreted to mean that when someone whose bond of fang is a jackal is in a position of authority within the Empire and claims the seat of the Emperor, the Empire itself will slowly begin to fall.
See, that part, the soul bond part, does not make any sense.
Do we know about soul bonds, or is that
You do.
okay?
Oh, we do? I thought we don't. Dang.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't have them, but you all would have met someone who had them.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
Can Ash have no idea what a soul bond is? Because that just makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, what's a soul bond? Is that
It's,
like a normal thing? And is that like a Hallandor thing?
it's in
Like
everywhere.
you smoke some peyote and you get like.
No, everyone has 4 animals that express the person that they are. You figure them out by going to the Ortishan Mountains, and if you're worthy, they appear to you. And then you can summon them to you from wherever they are.
Whoa. I look over at Adira, and then I look over at Arden. I'm like, "Did you guys know about this? Sounds like really cool."
I was told, I don't know, I always thought that it was sort of a legend. I didn't realize it was real. Nobody has ever brought one about. I've never seen one.
I just assumed they were regular animals.
Well, they are to a certain extent. Regular animals that become empowered by their bond to a human. But the belief in the worship of Taitir that storms would herald the end time, and that the only way that things are going to turn out okay is if someone feeds the power of a lion within their heart.
That's complicated. I don't know how to identify that person. I've been trying to figure it out ever since word came to me. I'm sorry, I haven't. I need to get some sleep. Word came down that a lot of the giants died all at once. I've started researching that particular belief since I found out. So far, all I can find is a few beliefs that there's 2 hearts of lions. That they both need to be immortal before either of them can truly be revealed. I don't know what that means, and I'm sorry if you came wanting answers to a question someone put in your head. But I am the 3rd or 4th most knowledgeable person on the belief in Taitir, and that's all I have.
But what about her? Do we have any questions for her? Like, what about who the god she wanted to kill was?
What was the deal with all of the ugly masks?
All right, I can wake her up if you all are ready.
I mean, look, I'm not much of a question guy. I'm more of a, like, give me the answers, please guy. So, I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. And he grabs her by the shoulder and just shakes her, and you watch as she wakes up again and kind of looks over her shoulder nervously back towards him. And he leans down and says, "Play nice." And he takes the gag out of her mouth so that she can speak. Ah. You have spared my life. This was wise of you. Perhaps there is something that we can do.
That chalice you wanted.
Ah. Yes. What of it?
What god were you gonna kill?
If I tell you, will you let me go free?
If I tell you, I'll tell you who stole the chalice.
Huh? Sorry, Ian, you're
Yeah.
much quieter now.
Oh, I'm much quieter now? Oh, shoot. Somebody else ask her a question. I'll figure out what's going on.
So, you were unconscious when it happened. We don't actually have the chalice, and I want to kind of lean down to her level, just like, we don't have it, but we know who does have it.
Right, well, I
assume
would
that's
certainly like to know that, but
Yeah.
if I tell you who the target was of our use of the chalice, will you let me go?
I can't promise anything. You're not my prisoner. You're his prisoner. His prisoner, and I point to Fontaine and what's his name?
Commander Norik.
Yeah, Norik.
Ah,
Pointing to them.
well, sir, if I tell you, will you let me go? No. Well, then I'm not very interested in telling you.
Well, you see,
Thereafter,
that's not really a good thing, because you're not in a position to really not tell anything.
I'm just gonna roar in her face.
Okay, make an
I'm gonna lean
intimidation
in.
check.
I want to lean in after he roars and just be like, that Naya or whatever isn't your god right now. Right now, it's the people in this room.
Okay,
What am I giving?
intimidation check with advantage. Or, you know what? I'm going to say that you give Arden assistance, because I think that his comment is more backed up by you being a bear than your roar is backed up by his comment.
Damn it.
Naya is everywhere. I will tell you if you promise. I'll answer 2 questions if you promise to let me go. How does that sound?
No, I'm much more inclined to let the man with the god-killing chalice kill your god instead.
Who took it? I mean, I can't.
Or we could
Oh.
take it and then, kill him ourselves, or kill
Oh.
your god ourselves.
That is true. That is true. Norik, knock her out again.
No, I have a few
Oh.
questions.
Okay, we'll let you do your questions.
And he grabs her by both sides of the head and says, just like his fingertips against it, like he's Professor Xing her
Nice.
instead of himself. And he says, "You're going to tell the truth now, right?" And she grits her teeth and says, "Yes." Now answer their question. The target was every god but Naya.
Right, so don't let them get the chalice then.
It would be against your all's best interest, yes. Well, this is just corroborating what we knew about the string.
This bracelet. What
Oh, yeah.
what did the bracelet
dangle
do?
it.
Anklet.
Aye. Say, good luck charm.
That's it? What about the rapier? Was it like any sort of special rapier?
It's a very good rapier.
I think I'll keep it.
All right. I mean, I'm not really in a position to negotiate for the for my things. I
Fair.
would like my bracelet if you're going to let me go. It has sentimental value, but you obviously don't have to. I would rather have my life than the bracelet.
Does it seem magical at all?
The bracelet? Make an
Yeah.
Arcana check, Arden. Man with no magic.
Man with no magic.
No magic.
Wow!
Damn!
Yeah, it's magical.
Oh man.
So what does it actually do? I know you're purposefully leaving out information. How magical is it? Would it allow you to escape?
No, it will occasionally give you a sudden burst of luck in times of dire circumstances.
That seems quite useful. How about this? Assuming you ever make it out, you find me, and then I can give it back to you.
Sure, sounds good. She gives you a smile. Now, will you let me go?
I
I've
don't
answered
think
your
that's
question.
really our call, to be frank with you.
And Norak says, "Do you all have any other questions?"
Not
thought-
currently. I don't have any.
The chalice, it can kill more than one god before needing to be resummoned.
Oh, it's killed many. It was just hidden away. The end of the war.
What are these locations? And Ash reaches into his little satchel and pulls out the papers with important locations listed on them from the library part of the temple.
Oh, those are places where very powerful spirits or gods met their end. Now, sir, will you let me go? She says, looking back at Norik. No. Are you all done?
Yeah, I'm fine. Guys,
Yes.
All right. I have a few questions to ask, and then she'll be spending some time in a cell while I decide what's best. Thank you all. Fontaine will find you in 2 days' time and give you the rest of the money I'm willing to give you to deal with our problem in the Dior Temple. Any inn that you stay at, if you tell him at the time how much money it cost for your stay, he'll reimburse you so that you can leave. Thank you.
Oh, I need to ask her some questions so I can try to get some sleep.
Of course. Arden does a little bow.
Where would you happen to be? You seem to be from Dasuro, yes? Is that where you would be if I need to find my bracelet?
Well, perhaps. I am currently in a traveling party of adventurers, so Dasuro might be where you could find me when I'm not adventuring.
Very well. And as you make it to the door, as Fontaine has opened it, and as you are walking out, she says, "I just need to know where to find your body." And then the door closes behind you.
Clever.
And you basically just hear, "Stop that." And Fontaine leads you all back through the Order of the Lion's Hope temple. There's a mess hall, there's a training ground. That's really all that you all get to see. You do notice a bunch of young recruits kind of like kicking ass out in the training yard. And then you are back in Little Umbasa.
I don't happen to see a hot little lady with space buns, do I?
You do not see Althea.
No, they're
Dang it.
they are at the ball right now. They're at the masquerade.
Yeah, it's like evening. By
Oh.
the time that you all reached the temple, it's early evening. You did hear vague allusions to the masquerade, so that because I forgot to ask Nathaniel and Aaron if they wanted to show up in this game. But
I think as we're walking through the garden, Ash just puts his hand out on Adira's leg. I guess that's probably what he would most realistically reach.
Yeah.
Just as kind of a gesture of sorry I got mad kind of vibe.
alrighty. Well, oh, I'm sorry. What does
Adira
say?
just ruffles his hair, but gently, not as playfully as before.
Alrighty. Well, it really was a pleasure seeing you. I hope that I see you again. I do hope that you find an inn. There's a few very nice ones, a few not so nice ones, but whichever one it is, just send a word. If you see a lion, just say, "Hey, the friends of Fontaine are staying at this particular inn," and I'll come find you in 2 days' time. If you need to know where anything is in the city, I don't really know, but I can point you to the 4 places that I have been.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we just expected to wait around?
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. And I have another question that's a bit lighter that you might know.
Yes.
Where are the fighting pits?
Oh, there are a few across the city. What's your flavor? Do you like sword fighting, fist fighting, group fighting?
Is there anything where we can do group fighting?
Those are a bit more cutthroat. They don't really do group fights where people don't die often, but if you would like to go to one of them, I could certainly tell you the direction.
Or perhaps one where Ash could show off.
Oh, a combination physical and magical fight. Yeah, yes, there are a few of those. I believe there's even one at, yes, and he starts to write something down. And then you see that it is an address. And you see that it is to just the Koi Pond, and then it has the name of a street and a code word, which is, "I'd like to see the tadpoles." He says, "Say this to a little old woman wearing a blue scarf in her hair. She'll show you where you need to go. If you'd like to
Adira
fight."
takes the note.
Well, it's been a real pleasure. I keep saying this, and I will keep saying it because it really was a pleasure.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Fontaine. Even if you are a big, prissy noble boy.
Well, Well, you've hurt my feelings at the end of our
Oh.
interaction.
Wait, I thought it was more of like a Sorry, man, that was more of a joke.
Oh, was that,
me.
banter?
Yeah, it's the banter.
I apologize for misinterpreting it. I don't mean to cast aspersions on our friendship. You really are a little poor son of a bitch.
Ash just starts bursting into laughter. That's good banter, that. Yeah.
I thought it might be.
Esther's gonna lick his face while he's not paying attention.
It is a You're very strange, but very likable in an odd way, old bear friend.
Give him a big, teethy bear smile.
Good fellow. You're a nice man, and a bit terrifying as a bear. I mean, I will see you all in a few days' time, and who knows, perhaps, if you are heading to Yorn, I don't have much reason to go that way, but if you happen to stop through Dastero, that's where I'm heading in a bit. Few months. Few weeks. Who knows? I'm like the wind.
And with that, we take our leave.
Oh, I cannot deal with Fonte.
I don't know why you can't.
Love him so much.
He's just a lovable little boy.
He's so weird.
And, okay, so you all go to an inn. Let me come up with the name of an inn. You come to the Goat's Tail Tavern and Inn. It's a slightly rough place, seems like. Do you want to stay there, or do you want to go to a rich place, since it's covered?
Oh, if it was
we get
Our stay is comped. We are not staying here.
Yeah, we're staying at the fanciest.
We are going to a fancy tavern, fancy inn, whatever have you.
Okay, there is a fancy tavern, or fancy inn called the Prince's Reprieve. And you walk in, and it is like it's like a luxury hotel. It feels like you're in a very small palace when you walk through.
Arden does a little gasp again.
Yeah.
And you see that, oh, you're just surrounded by the fanciest looking folk, and you realize that, oh, that's people going between the rooms to clean them.
Whoa.
And there's a little desk, and you see there's a woman in the most beautiful dress any of you have ever seen, and she says, hello, welcome to the Prince's Reprieve. It is surely a pleasure. Would you like to stay, if you can afford it?
How much are we talking for standard rooms?
Oh, well, for standard rooms, it is 75 gold a night for a single person room.
Are they
Adira looks
only
somewhat upset.
single person rooms?
Oh, no, you could stay in a family room. It would be 6 king-sized beds, 8 rooms in total, shared in a singular suite. Or you could go to the suite, which would have 4 beds split between 6 rooms. Each room has its own, hot bath, a small dining area, a library with some of the books of the owner's favorite. Is that how you say it?
Do you have any rooms that are like, I don't know, reasonable?
Oh, perhaps this is not the place for you?
We're here on business, and we don't want to impose on our employers who are paying for our rooms. Just a matter of goodwill with the city itself.
Oh, who are your employers?
I want to lean in and kind of give a wink, take a guess. I want to hear your honest guess for adventurers.
Covered in blood.
Is it the Suetonian family? I don't know, I'm sorry.
Can I do an insight check to see if she would react at all
Sure.
to the Order of the Lion's Hope?
Sure, make an insight check.
Adira has turned her back on this woman. And this encounter.
What was your roll, Logan? Sorry, I'm making a
15.
map. 15. She would likely, if she had a reaction, it would not be like, "Oh my word, I must tell my
Okay.
my managers."
It's quite important business through the Order of the Lion's Hope.
Oh.
Doing certain aspects
Well,
that they can.
in that case, I do not believe they would be able to afford your accommodations. No.
You know what? Let's get out of here. This
course.
place smells, and Ash is gonna cast Prestidigitation and make it smell like rotten eggs.
Excuse me, and she rings a bell at the desk. And
He's
what
running.
level did you cast Prestidigitation at? Was it a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, the smell goes away. As counterspell is cast by the spell.
Oh my god, he's gonna cast Prestidigitation.
Ding!
Arden's going to sigh and give a little bow. It's like, forgive us, then walk out.
Of course.
We should find someplace, that's not terrible, but also not like that.
Yeah, not terrible, but not terrible.
And you see, right in between the Prince's Reprieve and the Goat's Tail Tavern, there is the, let me come up with a name,
Ben.
the Frost Tankard Inn and Tavern.
Perfect.
And
Adira
I'm going to
wants-
tell you now, out of character, that Fontaine would have seen the bill and been like, "Oh, you all could have stayed it somewhere better," and then he would have paid it.
Oh, shit.
But hey, it's all right.
To avoid Benjamin coming up with another thing and also wowing our listeners with our wonderful banter about getting a room, Adira just goes and says we're working with the Order of the Lion's Hope and gets a room.
Yeah, 4
for
silver
all
each.
four.
8 silver for a room with 4 beds.
Yeah, let's do that option.
Do the beds have like bath options?
There's a tub. There's like a shared little steam room. You can go in shifts.
Perfect.
That's a bit of an upgrade from the old Goat's Tail Tavern. Out there, they just
Adira
got a goat
throws
that licks
down
you.
the silver and immediately grabs the room key.
Yeah, you grab the room key.
Would a bear have been able to fit into these places? Because I have not wild shaped back.
Oh, no, and people are still responding with tea with, ooh.
Adira's gonna look over at Aster outside of the tavern and just say, "Are you going to change back or not? I won't let you back into the room if you don't change back now."
And he turns back. With Adira still looking at him. Actually, no. Right now, he would.
No,
He would
Adira
open
apparently
mouth
now has
and-
an iron stomach against it. I think we've decided.
I'm gonna wait a second to see if she will turn, and then I'll switch back if she doesn't when she doesn't move.
Adira does not move.
Yep. All right. I switch back into Aster, and I walk in, not looking at her.
Okay.
Not
Adira
like
just
rudely not looking at her, but like he's,
grumpy.
Like, he's hanging his head.
He's ashamed.
Yeah.
Adira's gonna go to the room and immediately grab one of the beds and go to sleep.
All right, and a night of sleep is had by all. You all get a nap. And by nap, I mean a long rest. You awaken.
Yes, please.
It is daytime. The city is yours. The city of Townsville. No, the city of Lyceray. Let me get that map.
The city
Oh,
of Townsville.
who plays with Spark over the short rest?
It's a long
I'm
rest.
Or the
going
long
to.
It's a long rest.
Except for Aster. He'll play with Spark while everyone's asleep.
Adira and Arden, do you play with Spark?
Yeah,
No,
I'm going
Adira's
to.
out like a light. I'm
Oh
so
no, like
sorry.
you can play with him in the morning too.
Oh, then she will in the morning, yeah. I think
All right.
Adira probably goes to sleep this earliest and then wakes up the earliest.
Everybody gets 8 temporary hit points.
No, but Adira was just like, I'm at 6 health right now. I got no spells. I'm crashing.
Okay.
Peace.
So with those temporary
hours.
temporary hit points, can we take a 7-minute break?
Yeah.
Yes.
That sound good? Okay.
Are hit die plus your con, or is it just your D?
Plus your con.
Plus your con, if you're going to take a short.
Okay. So it's 8d8. Is it just... Or I'm doing 68. So
Is
68
there's like
plus
a
my
hit-
con once.
Do you see the hit dice little thing on the sheet?
Yeah.
And do you see where it says hit die? If you go over that and click on, it'll like light up in red. If you click on that, it'll roll and add it for you. Like I just
Oh.
did it.
Is it per hit dice?
Yeah, it'll only do per hit dice. So you have to do it in
Okay.
total, unless you like
Okay.
want to do the slash roll so many.
No, I'll do 6 of these. Ooh, okay. 11. Ooh, yay!
Nice.
Ooh. So that's 4. 5. 6. Okay. Man, this is gonna suck.
You're just doing another short rest?
Yep. No one's talked to him yet, so. Like, no one's really had to sit down with him, so. He's happening. If we would have said that we were going to do the group fight, he probably would have taken the long rest, because him being shitty probably wouldn't help you guys.
We're gonna have an intervention in like the middle of combat.
What are you gonna do in the middle of combat?
Just an intervention for Aster.
You must sleep, sir. Pardon me.
Arden's going to pull out a glove and slap him across the face with it.
I think
I get
Ash
my-
is just straight up ignoring Aster right now.
Yeah, I feel like everyone probably is. Oh. I didn't do that again. Wouldn't have mattered. Doesn't do anything. We're in a room. Actually, I think... So, while they were taking their short rest, or while they were taking their long rest, could I have walked over to the Prince's Reprieve? How much was that suite room?
The suite room? They tell you, the person they've never met, that the suite room is 200 gold.
I have 200 gold.
We
Tomorrow
already
night
have
after dinner. Right, yeah, but...
but like we're already asleep.
No, not for right now. The next night, Aster might. I think Aster is probably going to go over and buy one night for everybody. Because honestly, to Aster, money isn't real. Like, he doesn't really know what money is.
Money isn't real.
Money is like a new thing to him. Because, right, isn't it in the Orn we either steal or barter?
Well, you steal and barter, and like part of bartering is like, hey, I got all these fucking gold coins that they use down south. You wanna take this? It looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like the Vikings didn't have like their own currency because they just took it from people.
Yeah. But I don't really know what any of them mean, right?
You recognize that they have ascending value.
Well, I'm also referring to the fact.
Yeah, you did grow up in
I was in the
isolation,
Druid
so
village.
yeah. And I mean, the
So-
druids were like money. Who needs it? I go
Yeah,
outside
so
and
I'm
I
like,
talk
oh.
to roots, baby.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, it doesn't really. I have all this stuff. I don't know if it's good or not. But here, you want this? Okay.
Okay, and you all get that rest, and Aster, you go over and book that. And guess who shows up outside of the tavern? Because they seem to have just intuited where you all were. Why, it's Bruna and Tove.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, that's right. That's why we should have done 6 beds. I forgot they were with us.
This is like the morning when you all are leaving to go to the fight pit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Ben, I have a just a quick mechanical question.
Yep, Echo's back, by the way, everybody. Yep, Echo.
Oh,
hey, we jumped into the game early, because I just realized that I asked the question, so they're not back yet. We have another minute before that, so what's your question?
Yeah, just a quick mechanical question. Is there, are you okay, just because we made such big jumps, I didn't really figure out what spells were actually good for my character. Are you okay with the Unearthed Arcana thing where arcane casters can switch out one spell a night? Or is that a no?
I think as a warlock, it's a no.
Okay.
Wizards and bards, yes, but your spells are basically Spark saying, "Here's a spell, my nanny."
Clerics can
What
also
about-
swap out spells. And
Oh yeah,
druids,
clerics
too, I
and
think.
druids and paladins are always changing.
Okay, cool.
No, yeah.
But I'm only taking short rest, so I can't
anything
do
on
that.
that.
Yeah, no, I think I would be okay with adopting the bard version, where like you can change at levels.
Oh no, that's a thing for warlocks too. You can change
Oh,
out
okay.
spells at levels.
Yeah, then I think that's where we're gonna keep it.
Okay.
Sorry if you took some spells that you're not interested in right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Where was the temple of the Sacerdos? Where was the temple of Deer?
Selmas. The Temple of Titir is the A.
No. Well, we think that Sacerdos, the follower of Deer,
Yes.
is going where?
North to Seldamus, where
Yeah, like
the
another city.
Temple of Dior is the largest temple of Dior.
Okay. Thank you. I was just thinking.
No worries. And it is back to Dungeons and Dragons. So
I also
Bruna-
have a question real quick.
Yes.
Would, over this long rest, I know what that anklet does?
Yeah, basically, if you are wearing it and you are attuned, when you fall to below half hit points, you can choose once per long rest, once you are below half hit points, to roll a d20 and subtract your roll from damage that you take from an attack.
Okay, sick.
Cool.
Got it.
How many things are you what's the word? Attuned to?
Tune.
Is there a limit?
3.
Okay. I would have Montoya, and then would my cloud be one?
No.
Okay.
Cloud's a cloud, baby.
Yeah, the invisibility pendant I got forever ago. It's probably one, and then this. So I'm at 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is 3. All right, Bruna and Tove appear outside of the tavern as you were, or the inn and tavern as you were leaving. Hello.
Hi, we're stuck in town for a few days. We kind of got into some trouble.
Oh, what did you do? Bruna says.
You saved the temple of a death god, and in the process, a sky god stole this chalice that can kill gods.
Oh. Well, that is troubling.
Yeah, so we have to, and we're waiting to hear back from the Lion's Hope to help us know where he is and get money to go find him and pretty much kill him and get the chalice back.
Hi. Well, this is a lot. Where are you? Where is he?
We don't know?
You do know that he's in Seldamus. He do know that is where the lead
Okay.
is taking you.
So he's taking us to. We're going to Seldemus.
Oh, what a coincidence. That is where I was going to ask that we could go next.
Insight check. 20.
And
Is she
change
in
the
league
brain
with-
back
I
to
changed
roll.
it back.
Okay.
20. Yeah, she's telling you the truth.
No, is she in league with the Sky God guy?
No.
No.
Of course
Hey, Ash doesn't. Ash just got like tricked. He's
Yeah,
he's
sure.
gonna be inciting a few people.
No, she's not in league with the Sky God.
Where did you guys stay last night?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over to Adira and be like, "Did they sleep in the? Where were they?"
We
don't
stayed at
know.
the house of a friend of mine.
Do they look like they got down and dirty?
Probably not. They look very well rested.
Hey, you can still look well rested. They'll still get down and dirty. That was a long time they weren't with us.
Make an insight check, Aster.
Well, that was. I feel like that one was more of a me than not.
Well, but Aster can
Yeah.
make an insight check.
Oh, whoops! The first one was a 17.
They're standing a little weird next to each other.
Sexual tension.
I do have in Aster's thing that he doesn't really know social cues and what's not socially acceptable, so he's gonna ask.
Yeah, you just notice that, like, Tove is, like, even though he's talking to you all, he's kind of, like, turned so that, like, a little bit of his body is pointed at Bruna, even though she's right next to him. So you can ask about that if you choose.
Joe, why are you standing weird?
I'm not standing weird. And he positions himself so that he is just, like, standing completely straight-backed, like, feet together in front of you all. I stand many different ways. Aster, why are you standing weird?
Well, I always stand weird. Actually, I don't think I stand weird.
No, but
Everyone else thinks I
you're
stand weird.
you're standing not like a dog, so that's pretty weird.
Oh, I mean, I could be a dog if that would.
I mean, we're our favor to you all will only be doable when we leave the city. So we have a few days to kill, and I think we're happy to just go along with you all. Yes, we are.
We're going to the fighting pit.
Oh. Oh. That sounds good.
Oh.
Yes, that sounds good. And now do you all just make your way to the fight pits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any conversations that any of you would like to have on the walk? Or are you just still in a little bit of awkward, I'm kind of mad at everybody position?
I
Aster's
think
not mad at anyone. Aster just feels kind of like he's let everyone down, so he's just being quiet. He's not mad at anyone, though.
I think Ash would say to Adira, "I'm sorry that I kind of got upset with you last night."
You had every right to be. I trusted him because he was a man of faith, a man of a god.
I get it.
I mean, I know some gods are deceitful or bad, but his was a god of the sky. You were right, and I should listen to you more.
Thanks. I always got your back.
Adira kind of laughs. I mean, you have the back of my legs, yes?
Well, no one's going to be able to knock you down then.
There you go.
And Tove, who has been walking next to the two of you while Bruno walks next to Arden, he says, well, actually, it would be very easy to knock her over, because you could use your body for leverage to knock her
No,
over.
But that's only if I was using my body for leverage. If I'm like supporting her, then it'd be harder to knock her over.
Well, no offense, but I am much stronger than you, so if I were to push Adira over, even though she's stronger than you, I would have an easier time. Because even if you are standing behind her, if you try to plant your feet firmly into the ground, you understand, I would just shove very hard and she would topple over.
All right, well let's try it then.
Okay, Adira, do you want to...
No, I don't want to try it. I thought it was like a sweet little gesture. I didn't mean thought you meant it so literally.
Well, here, Ash, why don't you stand behind me and Bruna?
Yeah,
and
sure.
she goes, yes. Can you try to push me over while Ash tries to keep me up? And she goes, oh, of course, yes. And she says, oh yes, harf resources. And Aster, you recognize that this is a Yornish game.
Adira leans over to Arden and say, he asked Bruna.
Bruna's very strong. I would ask Bruna to push me over too. If someone needed to push me over.
I'm also strong.
Yes,
was in the conversation
I don't
with
think you
her.
have the heart to hurt one of your friends, even unintentionally.
That's true.
Okay, so, Ash, I need you to make an athletics check to keep this boy standing.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought I was just gonna give him advantage. 10.
Nope, he is letting himself fall. Alright, I'm gonna roll with Bruna's sheet so that I don't have to do any math. And she walks over, and you see she just gives him a huge fucking shove. And he topples back over you onto the ground.
You gotta at least try to stay standing.
Well, no, but I didn't see it coming. In this scenario where someone is going over and trying to topple her, you understand.
Okay, you know what? It was a gesture.
Sure. Sorry, I did not mean to undercut what you were saying. And you all make
now
it to
Ash and Adira have a shared anger at Tove right now.
the anger that both of you had at each other is now transferred over to Tove.
They weren't even there, and now, like, they're just gonna get as much stink eye.
Okay, and you all make it to the address written on the card. The koi pond. There is a little old lady on the middle of this very nice, very rich street.
Yeah, Adira hands the little piece of paper over to Arden.
What was the code again?
The tadpoles. I want to see the tadpoles.
I'd like to see the tadpoles, yeah.
I want to approach the old woman just like, hello there. We would like to see the tadpoles.
Yes, come with me. They're in this well back behind the old magic shop.
Of course. And I, like, motion for everyone to follow along.
Come along.
Yeah.
And she sort of takes you all on a quick round-trip journey. And you all come to a small well behind this little shop. And you see, once you get there, there is a well. It's very, very big. And she says, now I need one of you to exclaim how these tadpoles aren't very interesting and be very loud.
Oh,
And
these
she
tadpoles are very
Bangs a
uninteresting.
fist as you begin to speak against the side of the well. And do you keep going?
Yeah.
Okay,
they're
good.
so yellow and not at all purple like I thought they'd be.
Yeah, you hear the sound of shifting rock, and then she removes the grate from the top of the well as you're still speaking, and she says, you may enter.
And we do.
Okay, and you descend down a spiral staircase through this well. You can see that once you make it about halfway down, a light is lit at the bottom, seemingly magical. There's a short but damp hallway leading you to the koi pond. Hey! Welcome to the koi pond, folks. Oh no, wrong thing that I had on my clipboard. But you all enter this little fight pit, and it seems like right now there isn't a fight going on, but you do notice that there are a whole lot of folk drinking and eating, like, cheeses and grapes. You can see that there do appear to be a few bets being placed over in... by this fellow. He seems to be writing down a number of the bets.
Okay, so what's like the process of being a fighter? Does anybody... I haven't done this before. Just seems exciting.
And I mean, you could probably kick anyone's asses here.
Thanks.
That wasn't just me being sweet. That was a literal fact. You were quite scary in battle.
Spark just chirps and blows a little fire out of his beak. All right. Well, I guess let's go. Arden, you probably know this better, right? You're like a rich guy who fights good. What's the process?
Find someone usually with some kind of note-taking equipment who's taking bets and tell them that you want to fight, I would assume.
Okay.
I can go with you.
Yeah. Let's go together. You said this was the note taker?
Yes, this fellow over on this side of the ring. Hello?
Hey, so I want to fight in the ring. How do I do that?
Oh, are you experienced? Have you ever fought in a ring before?
Yes.
Oh, okay then. Sure. Well, we are a secret operation, so no need for any license, any fees. Simply tell me your name. Tell me how you would like to be announced.
My name's Ash. And then I lean over to Arden. I'm like, how should he announce me?
I don't know. Come up with a nickname, something cool.
I'm Ash. The Flaming Boy. I feel like I bungled that.
Arden's just like looking down with a thumbs up, like, good, yes.
Ash the Flaming Boy.
Perfect.
And, okay, well, you'll be fighting, Damus. So that will be, not this coming fight, but the one after.
Is he like really good?
He's fine.
And it's like magic's allowed, right?
Oh yes, magic, weapons, anything. We ask
Okay.
that you do not kill, but...
Oh yeah, no, I'm not super into the killing part. Yeah, cool. All right, so next round. Got it.
Millions of kidneys across Walhalla silently beg to differ in their graves. Well, would you like to make a wager?
Oh,
Not
yeah,
on
let me
your
go.
fight, but on the next fight? I've got 3-1 odds on it.
I don't know these fighters well enough to make a wager, to be honest. So,
All right. Well, there I can show you to them. Any points? That's Guldiar,
which one? This
this
one?
fellow,
This guy. All right.
and that's Lady Irene.
Nice. Okay. What do they do?
Well, Guldiar is a typical wizard. Likes long range spells, likes to keep distance, but is known to shove a dagger where they need to go. Lady Irene prefers to get up close, but she has a few divine spells up her sleeve.
Cool.
It's 3-1 odds in favor of Lady Irene.
I'm good. I don't, in favor of Lady Irene. I'll put, like, 4... I'll just toe in. I'll put 4 gold in on, the wizard guy.
Alright, so this will net you, what is that, 12 gold.
12 gold. Just a toe in, just to see what's going on. Ash grew up on the street. He didn't grow up with money. He's not easy to part with it.
Sure.
This is how I gamble as someone who never had money to spare.
You, sir. Anything that you would like to wager?
How about 10 gold on the wizard?
Of course.
Just see how your operation runs before I put down any more.
Certainly. The fight will begin in a few minutes' time.
On my way away from the guy, I want to like fake a trip. Like
Okay.
to look like really clumsy.
Yeah, make a performance check.
Arden's just gonna put his head in his hands, like, arms up.
You fall like an actor in their 40s who's very worried about hurting their knees, so that it's like, oh no, and he does not seem to have believed you when you sneak a glance.
Wait! I'm a halfling. I get to re-roll that.
Oh,
It's
you
critical
do.
fail.
All right.
I forgot about that fun little ability. That's the first time I've gotten to.
Hey! All right,
The
never
dice give
mind.
it,
You
and
full
the dice
on.
take it
You
away.
actually do not hurt yourself as you fall flat on your face with your entire cape wrapping itself around you. Like, you look like a cartoon character who's walking 2 dogs that sprint around him in a circle.
Oh my god.
Can I try and, like, pick him up, but, like, the cape's too tangled, so I just end up picking him up,
Yeah.
like, straight up,
Yeah.
shaking my head the entire time.
Yeah, you do. And
That was good. They'll underestimate you.
I go to give him a thumbs up, but my hand is like caught in my cloak.
And as these two return to the rest of you, a little plate with some cheeses and grapes are brought over.
Adira takes a handful of each.
Yeah, they're like, you got some Swiss and you got some cheddar. 2 regular cheese plate cheeses. And then the fight begins. Lady Irene, the Terror in Black, she is called. And Guldiar, the Mystical Flame. He gives a little preamble, and then the fight begins. You watch as Guldiar sort of immediately sprints towards the edge of the circle.
Did anyone like call out last chance to place bets before they started or something?
I guess that's the precedent, yeah. Last chance for bets!
Because I think Aster probably would have, turned to Adira without saying anything, but was like, "Do you want to place a bet or anything? I'm gonna head over there."
I don't really feel like placing a bet on. I'd prefer to do it on Ash,
Yeah,
I want to make sure he can win, sort of thing.
that's true. I'm still gonna go place a bet.
Okay,
So
how much do you make? How much do you place?
I'm probably gonna do 30 on the wizard guy. Aster being an underdog himself, loves to root for an underdog.
Okay. So once the fight begins, you watch as Guldiar sort of hugs the wall and starts to move, while Irene just sort of sprints after him. And he casts just like this huge wave of fire in front of him that appears from like here to here, and then goes over her, and she just seems to like take it. And once it washes over her, you see that her black armor is now shining kind of red, and so is her sword, and you watch as she grits her teeth as she comes through it, and then she just steps right in front of him and goes, "Yeah!" and with both hands swings her long sword hitting him with the flat of the blade, and you just watch as this massive wave of divine energy emanates from it, and he crumbles to the ground, unconscious.
Oh my!
Oh. Well,
Our
there
winner,
it is.
Lady Irene. You all have lost your gold.
Okay.
And then he says, next the fight shall be between Dumas and Damus and little Ash, the fire boy.
Flaming boy.
The flaming boy.
You got his name wrong.
The flaming boy. Odds are 6-1 in favor of Damus.
Yes.
Hi, yes, I'll place 100 gold on the halfling.
250 gold on the halfling.
I'm gonna. Can I can't bet on myself. He said.
You can. You can't bet against
Actually, you know
yourself.
what? I'm going to match the blonde gentleman. I'm going to also do 250 gold.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give 250 gold to Aster and be like, okay, all of this on me.
Okay. I'll go up and I'll give that plus 40 more gold and 5 silver.
Okay.
So it's 290 gold, 5 silver. But let me write down 50 or 250 of that is ashes.
Okay, so you stand to make 60 silver and then 1,740 gold. Okay, I have each of your amounts written down. It's 6-1. Flaming boy, if you wouldn't mind jumping into the.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Adira is gonna just wink at Ash and cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay, cool.
So it's 2 extra AC.
2 to my AC.
Yeah. Aster, can you add anything to help him?
I think I'll be
let me-
okay. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I have anything that I can give on somebody else.
No, you're tapped out of spells, aren't you?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have spells, but are we allowed to cast spells in this thing?
You haven't checked.
Oh,
No, I don't think so. Did nobody notice Adira cast that on me, right?
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
yeah, I don't have anything other than healing spirit,
Okay.
Yeah.
but that
I
would
need it.
show up to people.
kinda
I
like-
think I can do that.
Okay.
If you
Ash,
do have anything, hold off.
I'm gonna like tug on
Doesn't
his
seem
little.
suspicious.
I'm gonna tug on the betting guy's
Oh.
sleeve and just be like, "Excuse me, sir. I'm just a little bit nervous. Is he like gonna stab me or like blow me up?"
Oh, he'll do a bit of both.
Okay, all right. Whew, okay. And I just like I'm laying into this. I'm very bad at this thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump.
I'm
into
going to shout, "Don't trip again! You'll be dead!"
it. Okay.
Yeah, and I need you to roll initiative before the fight is announced.
Yeah, I go in with the bone dagger out, and I can't use a rapier, can I?
I don't believe you have proficiency.
Well, I can if it's my packed weapon. But I'm saying, can I use a rapier and a dagger?
They're both light, so
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna use a packed. I'm gonna turn my packed weapon into a rapier and
okay, you'll have done that over your long rest.
Yeah.
Just in terms of how it works mechanically.
You
But
just
no
absorbed
problem.
her rapier.
Oh no, yeah, I can change it to anything on an action. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, then you jump in with both of them, and he says, Damus and the Flaming Boy. Fight. And I need you to roll that initiative.
all right, that will be a 13.
Okay, and as soon as he says fight, Damus just flips his hand out of a long wizard-like sleeve, and you see 2 massive little beams of this horrendous gray light just appear on either side of his head and then shoot at you. That is a natural 20 on one of them. And the other one will miss with a 10.
Yeah.
So the one that you will take... you take 18 points of force damage.
Okay.
As an Eldritch Blast hits you in the chest. And then he just runs right here, drawing a scimitar as he moves.
Okay, cool.
And that is his turn. And he says, "Come on, flaming boy." And
I
kind of does like a Bruce Lee come here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I run all up on him and I start hacking.
Okay.
So first is gonna be packed rapier. Oh, let me actually switch to the thing that's good. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
6 piercing damage, it looks like.
Yeah, 6 piercing damage.
22 to hit, 9 piercing damage. And then bonus action, bone dagger. This will not include the 5 damage. So
The 16 misses.
16 misses. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Basically, he just like ducks out of the way of your stab with your dagger.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. And all of a sudden, he is shrouded in silver mist, and he disappears from your sight. And you hear a sudden, like, hum, 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 a humming, and then a scimitar flashes against your back. Rolling with advantage, he got a 26 to hit.
Wait, why does he get advantage on me?
He's behind you. He appeared behind you in a span of 2 seconds, basically, by teleporting. Okay. I think this goes against rulings I've made before, so never mind. Doesn't have advantage.
Yeah.
Still 26.
Because when I get far step, that would be bad for you.
Yeah, the high roll is the first one, so 26.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, second one is an 18, so I believe that'll still hit, but...
Nope, not with the Shield of Faith.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you will take just 6 slashing damage from the scimitar, but then you feel a flash of thunder damage cross through the wound that he just cut open, and you take only 3 thunder damage, but I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Why did that keep happening?
Okay, you are knocked back 10 feet.
Okay.
To there, and he is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
Wait, I didn't run though.
No, but you moved out of his attack.
I have to move. I have to walk out of his range.
No, you have to move.
I think it's you have to, like, your person has to actively choose to leave a space.
Yeah, because otherwise Soren would be getting attack of opportunities on like every hit.
At least in this game, we have been running it as if a person moves through it, because there have been several times that people have chained things together to ensure that people are getting attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look it up right now.
Because I just know, because with repelling blast, if I shoot somebody out of the way of a ally, they don't get an opportunity attack.
If it just says moving out of an opponent's square, then...
Fleeing or passing by. Okay, you don't provoke an attack of opportunity when you teleport or when someone or something moves you. Okay, then never mind. You just move 10 feet of movement.
And so that was 3 thunder and how much of the other damage?
6. 6 slashing. So you took 9 damage total. And that is his turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run up on him. And I'm going to do 2 more rapier attacks.
Sure.
27 to hit.
God, yeah.
10 piercing damage. Only a 15 to hit on that one.
Okay, that one will miss.
And then bonus action bone dagger. 24 to hit, only 5. Only 5
piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, he does not seem happy with you.
Come on, big man. You can do better than that. I haven't even used any magic yet.
Fine. And he is shrouded again in a silvery mist at the end of your that's the end of your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he appears here, and he says, and he holds out his hand, and you see this like swirl of acid appear in it, and then basically all of you just see a disc of this horrible green liquid appear above Ash's head, and then just seem to like rain down like a chemical shower all of a sudden on him. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you pass. So you will take half damage. So you take 17 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
Oh my god, and that's half.
That's the half.
He's out of spell slots, if I'm not mistaken, though.
He is.
Yep. 17 from 64 is 40.
47.
Thank
and
you.
it is your turn.
Oh, come on, man. A little acid rain. And I'm going to run up on him and hack away. Ooh, 12 misses.
Yeah, he like turns it away with his scimitar.
24 to hit.
24 hits. Takes that 10 damage. He is bloodied.
And then 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And so that's going to be 4 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, he does not look good.
Oh,
Ash
come
has
on.
a fireball centered on himself.
Well, that's not something I might do.
And he is going to just grunt and take 2 slashes at you with his scimitar.
Okay.
First attack is a 14. That misses.
Misses.
Second attack is a 16. That misses.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so that is his turn. I mean, he like moves to here while he does it. He tries to do like running through a bamboo thicket, but you're the bamboo, and he doesn't quite do it. And it is your turn.
Ah, good try. 18 to hit, 8 piercing.
18 hits, 8 piercing damage. He's looking real rough. 14
to hit.
misses, so he just dodges out of the way of that rapier thrust.
18 to hit, 5 piercing damage.
Yeah, and he looks real rough.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and just position myself right here and say, you can just give up now.
I give up. And he slowly walks to the side of the ring as everybody starts to go, boo! And he climbs
Oh, that's
out.
weak.
Yeah, the flaming boy.
And he runs out of the fight pit.
He didn't even use any fire.
Well,
It's more of a like how charismatic. It's like my personality is on fire, you know.
of course.
I'm gonna ask Arden and Adira to help me out at the ring. Because I assume it's literally in a pit, right? Like,
yeah, it's
I
a
don't-
pit. It's a pit.
Yeah.
Gonna reach over and just grab an
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, deer also helps.
Okay, and they lift you out. And he goes, right, well, here's your gold, and you all make back a total of 4,740 gold.
Okay.
And 60 silver.
4,780 gold,
Yep,
and then 40 silver.
60 silver.
60 silver.
Okay.
4,740 gold. 60 silver.
So is that just 250 for those of us that did 250? Is that just 250 times 6? Is that how
Yeah,
odds work?
you got 1,500 gold.
There we go.
Yeah, I only got 240 gold, and then the 60 silver was mine.
Okay, well, Your fight's up next. If you got any way to heal yourself, I'd suggest you do it.
Can somebody
Hey,
else heal me?
Shouldn't I have only gotten?
Yeah, that's all right.
Shouldn't I have only gotten 30 silver?
I don't remember how much you put in.
I did 5.
Oh,
Oh, then 30.
yeah, 30.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. Yeah, I mean anybody else can heal you. All right. 2-to-1 odds. Lady Irene and Ash the Flaming Boy.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure that that is correct. Oh, no, that looks... Wait, it would be plus my spellcasting modifier plus... Okay, so you get all of that health back, that, what I rolled for Cure Wounds plus 5. So you would get a total
29.
of, what, 39?
29.
39 health back? 29.
29, sorry.
Plus 29.
How are you looking?
Yeah.
I wanna give you a health potion if you need it.
So that's going to be 60, and then 9 plus 7 is... So I'm at 76.
I assume we're not going to do anything else today. So how much more health do you need?
I'm at 76 out of 83, so I'm pretty solid.
So I'm going to lay on hands. You said 76 out of 83. I'm going to lay on hands and just give you the rest of that 6 when I cast Cure Wounds by like tapping you, because I also have that.
Okay, cool. And I also, because I can use False Life basically as a cantrip, I just spend 18 seconds focusing until I feel like really solid in me being my strongest self.
Okay. I need you all to just tell me what your bets are gonna be. It's 2-to-1 odds
For
I'm
Lady
just gonna
Irene.
go all in.
for Lady Irene.
I'm gonna give all of mine again. So it's 240 or 240 gold, 30 silver.
I'm gonna lean over to Adira and Arden and be like, do you think if I use the darkness trick, would that be too cheap of a shot?
No, go even cheaper. Fireball yourself, do whatever you need. We need that money, and you can get it for us. I want to, pat him on the cheek.
Just wait until I get Armor of Agathis. This will be a racket, you guys. But,
Yeah, Adira's going to put in 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
going to put in
God.
1,000 gold.
oh god, I can't fuck this up now, guys. Okay, hold on. That's a lot of money.
I'm assuming Aster has Ash's coins because he bet with him. Well, he gave him his money and he's like, "You want me to put any of this in?"
Yeah, put 1,000 down.
All right, I do that.
You win or lose, we still made profit.
True. Alright. Okay, give me a second to look through my spells and see what I want to spend on this fight. Fire Shield is very good.
Irene starts doing sword maneuvers like she's training under a goddamn waterfall.
Aster's going to Druidcraft. I'm just gonna pull out a seed, and whenever the flower blooms, it's like red with like yellow in it, so like the flower itself kind of looks like a flame.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna like reach out to put it in Ash's hair, but it's like gonna wait to see if Ash is gonna like not take it.
Ash looks at him and he just kind of nods.
No, put it in your hair.
The Flaming Boy.
I pull out a canteen
Before-
and I'm squirting it into Ash's mouth. I have like a towel.
One
It's like,
last
you got this.
One last spell. Ooh. Shield of Faith is 10 minutes. How long was that battle? Under 10 minutes.
Very quick.
Yeah.
We'll be starting again in 2 minutes, which will be under the Shield of Faith time.
Okay. I'll just cast a Shield of Faith again, I guess.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have anything else.
And
I
it
don't know,
is
maybe I'll
time. Will the Flaming Boy join Lady Irene in the ring?
In those 2 minutes, I'm gonna cast
fire shield on myself. This is how that works. Basically, I have resistance to cold damage because I'm using a warm shield, and whenever a creature hits me within 5 feet of me, they will take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
No save, just straight take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
And that's a non-concentration spell. So with my other spell slot, I'm going to cast. I'll save it. I'll save my other spell slot.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Would the flaming boy please enter the ring?
Oh, she's already in there. Whoops.
Yep, she's in there doing her sword tricks.
And I crack my neck.
And Lady Irene and Ash, the flaming boy, please fight. And please roll initiative.
Oh.
You can re-roll.
Yep. 15.
Okay, 15. You go first.
All right. I am going to. I'm gonna run up to her. 2, 5, and I'm going to hack at her with my rapier, just to tease. Ooh. 12 will miss. Damn, that was good damage too. Second. 15, I assume, will miss. Oh, this is not going well.
Yeah, both of those miss. She just bashes them away with your sword. You may use a channel divinity, Abby, if you like.
Okay, Dira's gonna lean over the side and yell, "Go! You can do it! Come on, flaming boy!" And use Willful Shield.
What does that mean?
Hold on, I don't know. Can I send it in the chat thing? There you go, yes. As an action, you can use your shield. You can shield your allies with your Iron Will until the start of your next turn. All attacks made against friendly creatures within 30 feet of you, which I don't know if you are. You're not. Dang it.
Not. That's okay, I'll move back towards you.
Okay. But once you get within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can say that you would save that until maybe the fight moves
Okay.
over there.
We could also move around the ring too.
You could.
Everyone
I
roll
like that idea.
initiative.
Adira's gonna run around the ring to here.
Okay.
And
Go,
then
flaming
do it.
boy. You can do it.
She watches him miss twice and goes, "Oh no!" and then just full on.
Dash. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Now that she can attack with disadvantage.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, I was gonna make my last bonus action dagger attack still.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's still my turn. It would have been. 15 again. Wow.
Yeah, she just curves away from that one.
All right, hit me, baby, one more time. Let's do it.
Okay. So she lifts her sword and says, "Very well." And she is going to strike down at you. She got 2 of the same roll to hit, so it's 26.
Okay.
Okay. You take 13 points of slashing damage. Can you roll the fire? Yeah, she takes 13.
Takes 13 points of fire damage.
She maintains concentration. And
How many did I take again?
you took 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And as she swings it in, you also take 5 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Okay.
Second attack with advantage or with disadvantage is a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Third attack
with disadvantage is a 23 to hit.
She has 3 attacks.
No. She has 2.
You attacked me 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hasted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 23 hits. Yeah, that hits. Okay, I can use that.
And let's see. That one does 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then after it does the 12 slashing damage, you take 7 points of radiant damage. Can you roll the fire damage?
Yep. 1 minus how many radiant damage?
7.
Okay. Five fire damage.
Okay, she maintains concentration. She, as she does that, she says, "I shall not fall." And you watch as some of the burn marks that you had made on her skin seem to fade away as she gains back a fair amount of health. And then she is going to make a final attack against you.
She gets 4 attacks?
She has 2 attacks and she's hasted.
No, haste only lets you take 1 extra attack. Remember, that was how it was with Akka.
I think it lets you take an additional attack, which when you attack, you get your second attack with extra attack.
No. Oh, hold on. I specifically remember this.
Yeah, because with Akka, he only got 3 attacks, and he gets 2 attacks on his first one. Because it says you can only make 1 weapon attack with that. If you take the third, if you use it to do another attack action, I think it said you only get to attack with 1 weapon attack.
It gains an additional action on each of its turns. That action can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Attack weapon, 1 weapon attack only, it says.
Okay. Then bonus action, she disengages.
Okay.
Okay. That's her turn.
She gets a bonus action disengage. Alright. Best way.
Oh, I see what she is now.
Okay. Well, I don't have disadvantage. She doesn't have a disadvantage on any more attacks against me, right?
No, she does not.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Darkness, centered on myself, on my the little thing that I used to carry Spark in.
Okay, you're Bjorn.
Yes. So I am in complete darkness. I'll pull up the spell, and so she can't see me at all.
Sure.
And yeah, that's it. So she can't see me. That's going to be my action, and then I'm going to move towards the center of the ring.
Okay.
Oh, and I just figured out how to use this stuff. 15 feet square. So this is all in darkness. The crowd starts to boo.
Yeah, as, oh no, our blood sport is now blocked from us. And she just goes, And you watch as she kind of just readies herself and takes 2 steps back. And that is her turn.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast, which I know most people probably thought I don't have. But I do, in fact, have it. So I'm gonna roll that. So Eldritch Blast, I get advantage because she can't see me unless she took the dodge action. I'm not sure. Do I have advantage or no?
She did take the dodge action, so
So it's a normal attack.
normal attack.
Okay. 19 to hit, 1 force damage.
Okay, she takes 1 force damage.
Oh, sorry. The
She
last one
maintains.
was a misclick, and then the second one was a 20 to hit, 6 force damage.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, those are regular rolls. Okay, so she takes 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on now. Let's give him a show in the dark. You know, it's not the perfect metaphor, but
What level of spell did you use to?
all of my spells are 4th level.
Okay, she doesn't know that. She says, "Away with you!" And all of a sudden, a emanating light appears from just underneath your feet, but it only illuminates outside of your darkness. Come out and fight me if you are not a coward.
I'm not a coward, lass. I'm a fucking urchin. And I'm gonna run up to her and envelop her in complete darkness. And I'm going to strike twice with my rapier. 18 to hit, 11 piercing damage.
Okay, 18 just hits.
16 to hit, misses. And then Bone Dagger, 26 to hit, 4 piercing damage.
Okay. She does not spend long at the nice HP.
And then I'm going to take a step back and a step over here.
Okay, she does take an attack of opportunity at you with disadvantage as you step away.
Sure.
Okay, first one was a natural 20, second one was a 22.
Okay, that does it.
Okay. You take 11 slashing damage and 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And she takes how much fire damage?
Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on. Let me subtract my thing first. 11. Damn it. She has a lot of fucking smites in her. And she's gonna take 6 fire damage.
Okay. She maintains concentration.
Okay. I think it's her turn, but she doesn't know where I am, I assume.
Yep. And you watch as she reaches into her pouch and she takes something out and throws it into the... There's sand in this fight pit.
Okay.
And then she walks over here. Like, she just sprints out like she's trying to put some distance between her and whatever she just dropped. And she comes over here and she seems to ready herself for something when she gets there.
Okay. Do I see where it is?
Yeah. It's like right here.
What does it look like?
It is a little, like, silver orb, and you think it's, like, kind of... Like, it seems like something shining inside of it is being, like, overpowered by the darkness, but you can still kind of see it.
I kind of want to kick it. Ooh, do I kick it over at her? Or...
Think about it. He would make you roll like an athletics check. Are you very good at athletics?
No, I'm not. I'm not athletic. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my movement to get to... So I'm going to use my movement to get to...
Everybody in the stands is completely bored.
Well, I've got more important things. Can I take a bonus action to use a healing potion?
You could, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my healing potion. Which is, what, 2d4 plus 4, or 2d4 plus 2?
Regular healing potion is 2d4 plus 2.
So that's going to be 8 hit points back.
Sure.
I am bloody, by the way. It's like the first time Ash has gone bloody. And then I'm going to take the dodge action this turn.
Sure. For her turn, she runs up just to the edge of your darkness, and you watch as her hand reaches into her like armor again and pulls out another of those silver balls and drops it right in the sand at the edge of your darkness. And
Okay.
then she seems to take the dodge action.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Oh my god, you gave her such weird shit.
Adira is going to yawn and cast Healing Word.
I don't think you can see me.
Yeah, you can't see Ash.
Oh, dang, I can't.
So I'm gonna run.
I would
I was
have.
here. What's the things that I can do? Not too many. Alright,
Okay, when you run
up here.
when you run here, there is a whistle from the thing that she dropped.
Ooh! Interesting. Okay. I'm going to... God, she has things just to deal with me, doesn't she? Alright, I'm just gonna start slashing at her.
Okay.
Damn it! Why am I rolling so poorly?
Yeah, she...
27, 6 piercing damage.
Oh, she took the dodge action, so it's just the 16 and the 18. 18
Okay,
hits.
so 18 still hits. And I used my bonus action to use the potion. So there we go.
Sure.
Kidney strike. Kidney strike.
Wait, no, your healing potion was your last turn.
Oh, okay. Well, bonus action. I have a second healing potion, and I'm going to use it. So another 2d8.
Also, Ben, does it look like anybody is like keeping an eye on her, like we're keeping an eye on Ash, or trying to?
Doesn't seem like it. She seems to be kind of a loner.
Okay.
All right. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. She turns, and Ash, it's kind of scary, because she just reaches down and grabs you by the chest. Like she has clocked fully where you are.
Okay.
I need you to make an acrobatics check.
With advantage, because I am a squat halfling.
Sure.
25.
Okay, her athletics check, 27.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
And she grabs you, and when she grabs you, she actually grabs you around your Bjorn. And so she picks you up, and for a moment, there is no darkness.
Okay.
And
Ben.
she just holds you, and she lifts her sword, and she says, "Surrender."
Hmm.
Can I bonus action use my healing? Oh, well, actually, I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to do it because I don't know if we're allowed. So,
No?
All right. And she drops you so that she can put both hands onto her sword as she attacks you. So the darkness is back.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's just going to be a straight attack, and then the rest of her attacks this turn will have disadvantage.
Well, she still has disadvantage. But... Okay, fine. Yeah.
She knows where you
are.
are.
Right.
She set alarms. So first attack is a 24.
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. You take 9 points of slashing damage, and she's going to use her last spell slot to smite.
But Benjamin doesn't want us to have nice things, apparently.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
I designed a cool fight, and it's cool. And 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then she will attack you with disadvantage. That one would miss. That one, I mean, the first
Well,
one
she already
missed,
grappled
so...
me, so she can't attack 3 times.
Okay, but she attacks you twice.
Yep.
And then that is her turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and she's looking fine. It sounds like.
She's not bloodied.
I'm gonna blow the horn.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You blow the horn.
I blow the horn.
Okay. Which of the 6 people, including yourself, that are in this room, do you want to give all of their spell slots back to?
Me, Adira.
Nope, just you. I meant of the 6.
Wait, what?
Which of these 6 people that are in this room
me.
with you?
Very much me.
You choose
Yeah.
between 6 allied creatures, including yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me on that front.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have many spell slots, but I do have useful ones. I'm gonna go ahead. Do I have 2 spell slots? Now. And I'm gonna go ahead. That's an action I assume to use, right?
Action to use the horn, yeah.
Cool. You know what's not an action to use?
What was that?
Healing word. At a 4th level. I'm just gonna roll it. Because my healing word is weird. So that's going to be 4d4. So 11 plus... So I get 15 hit points back.
Yeah. And when she seems to sense what happens, because she seems to have some effect up, she says, "Right." And she turns away from you, her sword lowered. "I surrender."
Oh!
Clambers over the wall, and everybody just goes, "Boo."
Wait, really? I was losing.
You weren't about to.
Cool. Alright. Well, I'm just still in the dark. I guess I'll drop it.
I'll be right back. You all get back the 6,480 gold and 60 silver.
Alright. So we got an extra 1,000 gold on top of the 1,000 we bet, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is the first time I've played a character who's not savvy enough about magic to just use a dangerous artifact. Anybody have any idea what might have happened here?
Bad things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. That could have potentially been. So he didn't.
leave, and the city's gonna be under it.
So he didn't like send you on the short break like what that, or on our break what that thing does.
No.
You just said, "Yeah, I have it. I'm back to the corner." Bye-bye.
That is, in all fairness, a very Ash move.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
absolutely what
God.
Ash would do.
It is, yes.
Every other
Oh my
character I
God.
have ever played would never try that. But Ash? Yeah.
I'm just thinking over to Merihim, who's like, "Yeah, no, we shouldn't even keep this staff with anybody because there's a spirit in it." And then, you know what? I have this random ass horn.
Ash falls down. He falls on the horn. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, you all did hear when Ash blew the horn. It sounded like a brrrr, like a triumphant bugle. You
Oh my
make your
God.
money, and the bookie says, "Get out of here right now, or some enforcers are going to come after you. Go, run, run."
Yeah. I'm running.
Yep, we run.
Okay, and then Tove and Bruna treat you all to dinner with the secret money that they gambled for. The next day, you all can go shopping for the stuff that you want. The mundane stuff, if you just send that to me in Facebook, I can tell you how much money it is. What was the interesting stuff that you all wanted? And we'll make this really quick, because there's your reward from Tove and Bruna for traveling north with them. And
Oh,
Yeah.
I probably good. Is there like a this is random? Is there a scimitar of speed that I might be able to buy somewhere in the city?
Okay, you go to a little shop. It's for swords. It seems to be just a bladesmith. That's his whole deal. And you ask if he might have a scimitar of speed. Scimitar of speed. Well, let me go and look in the back. And he goes and he looks in the back of his shop. And he comes back out and he says, "Ah, yes, we do have one. It's 6,500 gold." And he is carrying it. It's in a very nice scabbard. And you see, it's sized pretty well for you.
That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold.
Oh, it is, but it's a very nice sword, sir.
It's a very nice sword. I might have to come back to you a little later.
Of course, well, perhaps, I don't currently have anyone too interested in it, and though it was difficult to make, I could part with it for maybe 6,000 gold.
Let me see if I can tap into the bank at all. Can I come back to you in like a day?
Sure, I think that will be the last chance you get for a while.
Fair enough.
Anything else anybody wants to buy before Ash possibly makes this purchase? If there's going to be like party funds or anything?
Yeah, I did want to go and look for a very nice dagger and try and find...
What a coincidence.
I know it's like
the same fellow's
one
shop.
day. Yeah. Ocumenus, the guy who enchanted Montoya, I wanted to look into him to see if I could find him at all and try and get another enchantment on a matching dagger.
Oh, sure. So the same guy's shop. What type of dagger do you want? Just a +1 dagger? +2?
I'll ask for both.
Ah, well, I have a sufficiently deadly dagger and a even more deadly dagger. The plus... he doesn't say that because that's ridiculous. The extra deadly dagger, it's a bit pricier. It's, it's 302 gold.
For the extra deadly dagger?
For the extra deadly, yes.
That does seem enticing. A question for you. How knowledgeable are you of noble families across Wolharn?
Oh, very.
Very. Well, I have a connection with the von Ostenwalds. I could put in good word if you were to just... a minor discount.
I would...
They would be very interested in swordsmanship.
Make a persuasion
sword
check with
crafting.
advantage.
Persuasion. I clicked it. Didn't go.
Okay.
25.
Nice.
25. Let's call it 230 gold.
Ah, that sounds delightful. I hand over the gold.
Thank you, sir. And he fetches for you a beautiful, elegant, perfectly balanced dagger with just... you can barely perceive it when you take a look at the blade, but there is like this tiny, tiny bit of like serratedness to one of the edges.
This is more than I could have hoped for. I will put in the best word possible I can.
Oh, of course. Are you possibly interested in wizards in the city? Just...
I am. I was looking... my sword is enchanted. I was looking to get a similar kind of enchantment from someone of skill, repute. Would you know anyone? I know the man who enchanted this was named Ocumenus.
Oh, yes, he enchanted a few of my swords some time ago. Those have all sold. But
wonderful.
he unfortunately moved to Seldamus.
Oh, okay. Luckily for him, I am headed that way.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. He said that the real estate down here was just forgettable. That he would forget that he even lived here. It wouldn't cross his mind when he was thinking about downtime, that sort of thing.
Of course, of course. I sometimes lose myself.
So he traveled up north, you see. Well, it was a pleasure.
Of course.
By the way, would you like
put in
a
the
scimitar of speed?
How much gold?
Well, it's a bit of a hot-button item at the moment. I could sell it to you for... oh, since you're so connected, maybe 8,000 gold?
8,000
I could
gold.
drop the price a bit.
I will get back to you on that.
Very well. I have another interested buyer, so perhaps the price will rise
and he might be willing to pay 8,002 gold. Who knows?
I will get back to you. I'm going to send some letters about your craftsmanship, your skill.
Of course.
And I'm going to just be backing out the door.
Yeah. Is there anything else that any of you would like to go and buy at a magical type of shop?
Nope, I sent you and the A-team exactly what Adira does. She just buys new armor, sells her old stuff.
I am
and also
interested in
donate
armor,
some of her
but
money.
I don't know if there's any magic armor that would be good.
There's like a magical cloak shop.
Magic cloaks? Of course I'm going magic cloaks.
Yeah, Adira wants to go to that.
Yeah, you all enter, and there is just a very, very trim elven man. He looks like maybe a wood elf from Zashan, most likely. He like has gelled his hair just a little bit towards the front so that it's very purposefully messy when you all enter. He says, hello, good morning. So what brings you all here?
Magical cloaks?
Oh, that is what tends to bring people here. What are you interested in? We have a number of magical cloaks, too many for me to explain, so why don't you tell me what you're interested in, and I'll see what I can find.
Ben, did I get anything for being the fighter? Did I get any extra gold or no?
Oh, yes, you got a purse of 600 from both of your fights. Like, 600 total. 300 from each.
Cool.
What are you interested in terms of a magical cloak of sorts?
I mean, I'm...
Do you?
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I was just looking to see if there's something that could, maybe help heal myself or my companions with it, or, maybe gain back some lost power.
I don't believe I have anything like that. I think, let me tell you, what brings me back, what makes me feel like I've regained some lost power, a good night's sleep. That's what does it for me.
Okay.
For you all.
Do you have anything that boosts, that makes me harder to hit?
Oh
my God.
I have I have a cloak that is made of, it's silk from, they're called blur worms in Shuhan. And it would make it occasionally seem like you are in one spot slightly different from where you are, making it possible for you to avoid a incoming attack.
Do you have anything that makes me good at sneaking?
Oh, I have a cloak of the forest, a cloak of elven kind. That's actually the first cloak I learned to weave my spells into, so I have a cloak that would make you difficult to locate, blend in.
I'll think about it. Thank you, though.
Okay. And you, sir?
I would be interested in any of the ones you've just told my fine friend here. The Cloak of Elven Kind, any of the stealthier ones, the one that makes me appear in a different location.
Yes, the Cloak of Elven Kind, that would be 4,500 gold. The Blur Silk cloak, that one would be 5,000.
Okay. Perchance do you have anything that is more protective?
I have a cloak of the Mother's Embrace. Could that assist?
What does it do?
It will protect you from certain types of damage.
Okay.
And he takes it out, and you can see that it looks kind of like... It does look like a cloak, but it looks like you could use it as a blanket. And it's sort of just a light blue.
Okay. Anything similar to armor that would make attacks
I don't
bounce
make
off?
armor.
Okay. What about something that just billows in the wind?
Oh, you would like a plane?
Audaciously.
Oh, I do have a... Oh, I have a cloak of gust, and he brings out a little cloak, and it is like just a field of forest green, and then he throws it around his shoulders and ties the knot in front of his chin, and as soon as he does, he's standing in hero wind.
How much is that? How much is that?
100 gold.
100. I will take that.
All right, here you go.
I hand over 100 gold.
And he gives it to you, and it does not require attunement. As soon as you put it on, it starts to billow. And then when you think, oh, this is inconvenient, it stops.
This is perfect. Thank you very much.
This is amazing.
Do you have anything in pink?
I do. Would you like a plain pink robe, or a robe that does something?
Either or.
Does something.
Well, I mean, first does something, but if you don't have something that does something, then maybe just...
I have a robe made by a wizard who specialized in creating magical potions. Perhaps that would help.
Cool. What does that one do?
Any healing that one does to themselves, because the man worked with healing potions so often that it's soaked into their own hands. Any healing that one administers to themselves is just a little bit more potent.
That sounds very wonderful.
Yeah, it's not the most useful. It's only useful in a pinch.
Useful to the person who always rolls nat ones when they're healing themselves. So
Let me go get it. And he returns, and he has this long cloak that is like a Pepto-Bismol color.
matches my outfit perfectly.
I call it Pepto-Abysmal.
Oh my god.
He doesn't say that.
Yes, please.
Alright, fine. It's Pepto-Bismol. That's the name of the club. And he says, it's 200 gold.
Oh, sure.
Alright. And he gives it to you for 200 gold. Okay, now does anybody want to buy any of the things that they have shown an interest in? If not, I'm going to kind of speed us to the reward situation.
Oh, go ahead, Adira.
Are you sure you don't have anything to help me with, like, attacks or protection?
I mean, the cloak of the Mother's Embrace makes attacks that are savage and just sort of bashing you. It makes you much better at dealing with that.
How much is that?
That one is 2,000 gold.
Okay. I don't have the funds. I'm sorry.
Oh, I apologize. Make a persuasion check, Adira.
She wasn't trying to be persuasive. I literally don't have the funds. But 20.
Well, you all have bought some of the cloaks that I've had trouble moving. Perhaps 1,700 gold.
Trouble moving, and then the cloak starts fluttering again. How?
No, I'm sure. Thank you very much, though.
Very well. Okay,
How much do you need, Adira?
No, it's okay.
Okay, Ash, do you want to buy the scimitar?
Yeah, so I want to go to everybody first and be like, alright, so I wanted to get this scimitar that, like, it's just really light and it's really good at hacking things fast. But the guy wants like 6,000 gold for it, which is just a lot of money that I don't have. So
We could steal it.
we could steal it. Here's the other thing I was thinking. What if I offer him 8 hours of invulnerability
We could sell that. We could definitely lie.
That's not a lie, my friend. I could sell.
Oh, wait, I'm confused. So wait, hold on. Are we not getting money also from the Lion's Hope? 24 platinum?
Well, 20 platinum is only 200 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Dang.
Fontaine comes jingle, jangle, jingling down the street with a massive coin purse. He says, hello, I've got 100 platinum here.
Whoa. Hey, Fontaine, I had a question for you. I know that you're a rich money bag guy from my home country.
Well, not your home country, but yes.
Oh. Well, I was just wondering, how would you like 8 hours of invulnerability?
Well,
Well, like, by invulnerability, I mean, like, you won't die.
I mean, I would like it. Why?
There's just this sword I'd really like,
Oh, how much is it?
and it's like 6,000 gold. That's the thing.
How much do you have?
3,000?
Oh, well, I could give you 2,000.
Ah! Well, that would be really nice. Do you want to be invulnerable for 8 hours?
I don't really need it.
Oh.
He just starts pulling platinum out of his own massive coin purse.
Fuck. Well, good for you then.
And when he gives it to you, he leans down, and in a way that this party has not seen Fontaine change. His whole body language and his face changes, and he goes from like regular pretty boy to like, oh, this is a movie star. And he just leans down and he says, "You're going to owe me. Not money, something else. Just a favor between friends." And he lets go of the coin, and he says, "All right, the 100 platinum. Here you go."
Fontaine, look at this. And I puff my chest out, and the cloak starts billowing.
That is wonderful. Can I buy it from you?
The magic cloak man had this one. He might have another in a color more suiting to your complexion.
I would love it.
Yeah,
yes,
before we left,
Check that out. Only 100 gold. It's a steal.
there, I did want to ask if they had that in pink.
the billowing cloak.
Yes.
He unfortunately he did not.
Dang it.
Ash, was your intelligence check to see if you took that as a negative thing or what?
Yes, it was.
He seems to be regarding it as like, hey, some services shall be rendered in the future.
Not like a.
It wasn't nefarious. It's not like I own you now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that seems very fair. Happy to do a favor.
Well, I am going to go and look at that cloak. I've already comped your room.
Oh.
So, no
Wait.
worries there.
Both rooms?
Oh, yes.
Wait, what do you mean both rooms? We only got the one.
No, you did. You went to the other room. We forgot to discuss it.
Yeah.
Aster went and paid for it.
Well, I was going to do it whenever we were going back for a second night. I was going to be like, oh, no, over here, guys.
Yeah. But I have to go to bed because I have to wake up at 6. So
that's right.
We just need to decide if we're buying stuff. And then we can do the last bit.
Yeah.
I'm still short by like 800, but I'll buy it next session if that's fair. I'll just like have it. I'll just buy it.
Well, so you have 5,000
200.
5,200?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to lend Ash gold?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I can lend it.
Aster would have.
Adira lends him like 100 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
So, was I getting 200 back from the room?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you still need?
Need 700 now.
700.
Do you still need 700?
Yeah, unless I can convince him to shave something off for a day of death ward.
I'll give. I have 480 gold and 25 platinum. I'll just give it all to you.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
How
Then
do you 25 platinum?
we'll...
We just got that 100 platinum, which between the
Okay.
four of us would be 25 each.
Well, you also got the other 20. So you could consider that each of us got 40 platinum.
Wait, what other 20? Oh, we each got 40 platinum?
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, then
'cause that's 12 divided by 4. So you each got 30 platinum.
Okay.
The 20 that he gave you before your 2 days, and then the 100 that Fontaine just arrived with. But we will... Let's do that math later.
Yeah, let's do all that later.
Yeah.
You get your Scimitar of Speed, and Tove and Bruna come to get you all, and are like, we're going to take a trip. It's going to be very strange. But, do you trust us?
Yeah.
All right. Then come with us. And they lead you to another of these small little parks that you've kind of seen in these Hallandor towns or cities. And next to one, there is a Hallandorian, but in like these... he looks kind of crunchy. And he's in this long, like, very clean brown robe. Are these the people? Oh, yes, these are them. All right, well, you all have 6 seconds once I do it, so...
6 seconds for what?
What the hell are you talking about?
You need
What
to
are they doing?
You need to run through the tree. And Bruna says, yes, he's going to transport us to where the reward is.
The reward?
So is this technically the second, like, is this after taking a long rest that night?
You would have chosen to do that or not, yes.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess. Wouldn't...
I mean, you can
let's
choose
go.
if you had taken a short rest or a long rest.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna say he probably would have only taken a short rest. I was gonna see if anybody was gonna talk to him that night, though.
I think we're speeding through this.
Yeah. No, I know.
We can do a flashback if we need to.
That's what I was meaning.
Okay, yeah. We'll do a flashback. So, you're in front of the tree. We're going to walk through it, and then we will be close to where... this is more the reward, is the quick trip. He is a friend of mine.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right, and he touches it, and you are looking at like there is like a lot of ground in front of you, but then there is like a steep drop off, like you are looking through a tree onto a cliff.
I think Ash holds back to see if anybody...
Tove and Bruna
After a walkthrough.
jog through.
Yeah, Deer goes after.
I'm going through.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if
That's
everyone
my own
is
people.
literally walking through the tree, I think Ash just didn't want to bump his head, so he runs through.
Okay, and each of you get a last second to look back through it, and you see that you are looking through a like very old sort of like a willow tree that is on this cliff. And through it, you see that druid just kind of give you a little wave, and then this portal closes. And you realize where you are. You are on the Ortishan Mountain, the tallest mountain in the world. You are very close to the peak. You look below you, and everything seems to be just these tiny, square fields, perfectly manicured. And then you realize, as you turn, you can see Dasaro, where all of the fields are exquisite, but not in this amazing grid pattern. They're sort of lavishly laid out. And you can see far-off cities in the distance because you are so incredibly high. And as Tove and Bruna lead you up the small path that you have before you reach what isn't the peak, but is sort of like it, you see that you can see the curve of the earth.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then you all come to the peak. And as you walk up, you see that the stone of the mountain doesn't end where you think it would. Or it does end, but there's more past it. There's like a ring of stone that seems to jut out like a turret. There's this long pasture that goes past where your eyes can see. There's a forest path that goes beyond your vision. And then there is this large lake that seems to stretch beyond you, and when you look over the edge, it's incredibly deep. And Bruna sort of steps in front of you and says, Tove and I wanted to see if we were worthy of soul bonds, and I thought you all certainly would be.
Wait, that soul bond thing they were talking about yesterday, that's where we are?
Yes? It was a quicker trip. No?
That was fast, yeah.
They're real.
They are. Hopefully this will show you. And she
Bruno,
walks
why don't you go first?
here, and she turns, and she goes down to one knee. And after a few moments, you all hear a very faint galloping. And from that point beyond where you can see, you see a pony come around and run up to here and then stop. And it is one of those like calico ponies, you know, like light brown and white spots. And then you watch as through here, you all feel a little bit of cold, and you see this massive white shape sort of lumbering towards you all, and it is a polar bear. And it comes up and stops right here. Then there is this bubbling over here, and you watch as much larger than what you have read about. If you have read about them, you see a seahorse pop up out of the water. And then finally, you all hear the flapping of wings, and just a bat flies over and sort of lands on this stone ring.
Interesting.
And she walks over to each of them and kind of pets them and laughs. And all of you make a perception check.
Well, not my specialty. Yep, not my specialty.
Yep, 5.
18.
Okay, Adira and Aster, you all notice that Tove is watching Bruna, and he is smiling a little bit at the edge of his mouth.
I think Adira like bats her, like, you know when people like push each other around sort of with their elbows?
Yeah.
I think that is what she and Aster are doing. If Aster does not mind.
Oh, I no.
But then, once she has kind of seemed to have interacted with each of them, she comes back over and says, Tove, why don't you go next? He walks
But he
forward
does
and says,
look at you and says, "Why are you nudging me?"
and Tove kneels down. And you hear, dun 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 dun, and you watch as a rhino comes barreling
That makes sense.
around and then
Yep.
stops. And then you all see.
So real quick, then, what kind of noise did that make again?
Oh, dun 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 dun. And then you all can see that not a large shape, but a regular sized shape, as a bloodhound sprints up and barely manages to slow itself to a sit right here. And then in the water, you just see all of a sudden a sea lion fly up and do like a little flip.
Oh my god.
And then for a moment, it seems like there is nothing in the sky portion. Soulbond of the sky. And Tove walks over, and you see him just stretch out his hand. And when he does, you notice a imperceptible shape has landed on it. A small black butterfly with red-tipped wings.
Whoa, that's so cool.
It's a red admiral butterfly. One of the very few butterflies that live in Norway, which is where his section of Yorn is based on.
Cool.
All right. And he talks to all of them, and you can see it seems like he has a deep connection to this bloodhound. He seems to be like going through some type of emotional, like, oh wow, this makes sense with the bloodhound.
And then he comes
As
back.
the bloodhound barks.
Yes, the bloodhound barks like a little medium-sized dog, not a large-sized dog. Okay, Bryn says. Which of you will go first?
I think Aster would look at Adira.
Yeah, I think Ash would be like,
Yeah.
go on.
Sending me out to the slaughter if I don't get anything. Vera walks forward and also takes a knee, I guess.
Yeah, and can you do it in the order of hoof,
Yes.
fang, water, sky?
Yeah. Okay. So from hoof, it's very slow, but there's a little ringing of a bell, and up comes a cow.
You then watch. Sorry, I just realized. I'm sorry. I do want you to describe the cow, but when you do the fang, it seems like nothing appears, and I will say what happens once you have done the other two.
Okay. So I'm supposed to do a hoof,
Then water.
then water. Okay.
I realized
so,
I gave you the wrong order right at the start, just because you're the first one. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm not exactly sure. I just said a regular I just had written down cow, but I assume it's not a black and white one. It's like a reddish brown.
Yeah.
It's a brown cow stunning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Overused. Anyway, when something's supposed to appear for the water, instead Edmund from his new little bib.
Oh, I forgot he was the water one. I'm sorry. Never mind. Never mind. Do this first. Do fang first. He's a platypus. I forgot that's an amphibian type mammal.
It's a water. It's a mammal that can live in water. Okay,
I know.
anyway.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the other one, it sounds like a herd is coming forward, but and there's dust in the background, but only instead a single hyena comes forward. It's a spotted hyena.
It goes.
Yeah, they're not as grimy looking as the ones in The Lion King, the good animated version. They're a bit more reddy brown, and they're have softer faces.
Okay.
Now
can you
it's
do
water.
sky?
Oh, sky, fine. Okay, water does nothing comes up yet. Sky, an owl flies to the top of this, I think, little archway and sets upon itself. It's a great horned owl.
Yeah, I knew it.
Then the water, it seems like nothing happened, and Adira's kind of confused, and everybody's kind of confused. And then Edmund does just flip himself out of the little spot that you keep him, and he just waddles over to the water. And then he jumps in, and he does a little spin, and then he pops back out.
Oh my god, it's giant.
Oh my god.
And then he gets out and shakes himself and starts waddling back to you.
Adira crouches down to welcome him into her arms, and she's just like, "You are my aww." And she picks him up and snuggles against his face, and then she also goes and greets the rest of her.
Yeah, and they all love you.
Great,
Very much.
amazing.
How
Adira
long
walks
does it
back
take for
with
each of
tears
them?
in her eyes.
It's a minute for each, and then they all leave, and it's 2 minutes. Edmund does not leave.
No.
So it's a minute for
You're
each of
still
them to
holding
show
it.
up.
Yes.
Then so it'll be 4, and then 2 minutes for them to leave.
Yep, they all turn around and leave, and after 2 minutes, it's time for another soul bond test.
Okay. Halfway through whoever's next, I'm gonna start casting Speak with Animals, ritualistically.
Hey, Ian, go last.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Dang.
So Arden, go
Can
next.
I say that?
I'll
Can I
go.
say that started when Adira was doing hers? In the middle of Adira's.
Okay, I got you. Arden, please do it in normal order. Hoof, fang, deep, sky.
Okay. So For the hoof, you start hearing the clop of hooves, and a tall, like deer, a stag, walks out.
And he strikes a little pose with one hoof up.
Of course he does.
Fuck yeah.
Head back, antlers up, and then for Fang, a cobra slides out of the brush.
Oh shit.
That's the noise that it makes.
Yeah, I think it like coils up onto Arden's like around his neck. It's like draped over him like a scarf.
Yeah.
And then next is water.
Yeah.
An octopus rises out, and it's like flailing each of the tentacles.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then finally, it's the cry of a hawk as it lands on his shoulder.
Oh, dude, perfect.
And
Yeah.
each of those animals all had the same expression as the stag.
His arms are outstretched. He gets on top of the stag. Huh? Huh? Cloak starts billowing.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Ash
You're-
starts to like hoot and holler.
You all
The
look
snake-
over at
snake
the
wraps down to his arm. It's like
Yeah.
about to strike, balanced up.
You all look at him, hawk on one arm, or hawk on one shoulder, snake on the other arm, on the stag, and then you all look over at the octopus, who looks a little sad.
I go over to the octopus because they can go on land.
Yeah.
And it wraps around. It's like a backpack.
Yeah. And I'll
that
form the
imagery.
head, says Arden.
One unit, and then they all kind of disperse. He gives them each a little pat.
Yeah, and they all take 2 minutes, and then they leave.
The Arden Megazord.
Aster, you have cast Speak with Animals.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up. Oh, well. Can I, like, high five Arden as we pass?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and then when I get up there, so from the hoof comes galloping forward a reindeer, but it's like an albino white reindeer.
With blue tips?
Yep, with blue tip, and his antlers are tipped blue as well. Actually, I kind of want. Could his whole antler be blue?
Yeah, his whole antlers are blue.
Oh wait, could they actually be pink with blue tips?
No, his antlers are blue.
Darn.
No, they're pink and they're blue tipped. He's a magical breed of reindeer.
And then I would give him a little wave, and I say hello. And then from the fang comes barreling up a polar bear that looks very similar to Aster's albino blue-tipped bear. I want to turn it and like smile at Bruna.
And you see she's smiling, and she's like, huh. That's her whole expression.
And then the water starts to bubble, and then a little penguin comes like shooting up out of it and lands on this one. And it's like one of those white ones with like the spots, but the spots are like blue. And he kind of falls over a little bit and then like quickly stands back up. And I'm like, hello, little one. And then from the air, a white owl, also with blue tips, comes flying in. And just looks around confused and does the like thing where the owl spin its head all the way like 360 around and then just spins it right back. And I'm like, hello, friends.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Which one was the really deep one?
The bear.
It wasn't the penguin.
Yeah. It's very nice to meet you guys. I think I will name you. We're at F's, right? All right. Gertrude, Harold, Ignatius, and what comes after I? Hij. Jeremiah.
And all of them in unison say, I like my name. And then they all
God.
say, Ignatius. And then they all look at each other.
Wait, so they all think their name is Ignatius?
Yes.
Oh no!
They are like manifestations of you.
So I think they all think their name is just that long stream of names.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
works.
they all know that they're the name that you assign after you explain it.
Ignatius
Alright,
1 through 4.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna go so my friend can meet his people. But I want to look at Ignatius and be like, want to stick around with me? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Or do they all need to go away for the next person?
No,
to-
I mean, like, Edmund stuck around. So, which one is actually
Right.
Ignatius? The penguin?
Ignatius is the penguin, but
Okay.
I'm gonna call him Little Iggy.
Yeah, he jumps out and he goes. He waddles with you.
Which I understand to be what?
No, that was the sound of him waddling.
Oh.
It's wet. It's slippery.
Yeah.
And
I imagine he falls over a lot.
Oh, he does.
And yes.
And now, Ash, it is your turn.
So I think Ash is like a little nervous and like doesn't really understand what's going on, so he's kind of tucked behind Adira. And then Spark, much like the token, starts pushing on his cheek and nudging him forward. And
Yeah.
so he takes a few like timid steps up.
Ash,
then-
it's okay.
It's like, so just like stand here and like kneel. Is that all?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And he bends his knee.
All right.
Waits.
What's the hoof?
And then like lumbering up, this great big, furry, Highland cow with big old horns comes up, and it's the same shade of red as Ash's hair. And he goes up and he's like, "You're a lot bigger than I thought you would be." And he kind of shakes his shaggy head, and then up at the Fang path, a fox sneaks out from around a tree and starts yipping for Ash to come over. And so he wanders over to him and scritches under his chin, and he's like, "All right, you seem nice too." And then he walks over to the water, and and a little spurt of salmon jumps out of the water and starts looking at Ash, and Ash just goes like, "Wait, what? Is that an option? I thought they were supposed to be able to go on land and stuff." And he like reaches out and he touches the salmon, and it's all like slimy and weird, and he's like, "All right, you're kind of cool though. It's like really colorful." He backs off. He's like, "All right," and he's kind of really Ash is really nervous because he doesn't want Spark to feel like there's another bird in his who's like closer with him than
Yeah.
Spark is.
But when you get
And he
here,
waits.
Spark disappears. And in your Bjorn, there is naught but Ash. Ash.
Oh my god. I'm fucking panicking.
And then there is a burst of flame. And flying with his own power is Spark.
And Ash just goes and runs up to him and gives him a huge hug. And is just on fire, basically, for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
is Spark big now?
he's like imperceptibly bigger, but he's a cockatoo size, so he can't fly.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
he
he's-
needed the confidence to do it, and now the confirmation that him and Ash are so tightly bound is enough.
Yeah, he's still a little chubby, so he's not the best flyer, but
Yeah. And as you all sit around each other as this cute scene plays out, Tove like looks around at each of you and says, "I don't think I'm a butterfly." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
I just think I'm a butterfly.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, hey everybody, thank you for watching the Sunken World Saga. We'll be back next Monday with the return of The Lion's Hope. Feel free to tune in and make sure to catch all of our old episodes on YouTube. Bye, everybody.